Okay, we've started. Woohoo! Okay, now time to do things like sharing. Sharing is good. Sharing is very good. Twitter. Live stream. Woohoo! Sweet. Okay, looks like it's going. People, please come on and join me because I'm lonely and I need friends. Oh, hello, Billy. Yay, people are here. Kind of. How many people are here? Hey, how are you doing tonight? Good? Let's see. Just give me a second here. Pin to your profile. Hello, yay, people. Hey guys, how are you doing? Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys in a second. Hello, friend. Hello, internet friends. Hello, everybody. I'm so happy. Sometimes I get this fear that like no one's gonna come on the live stream. And I'm like, oh, wouldn't that be horrible? That'd be the worst, actually. Yeah, there's only a few of us here right now, but that's pretty good considering I only just posted this on Twitter, Anthony, so this is not half bad. I think I'm gonna post this on my personal Facebook along with my fan page, maybe. Because I know some people who I'm friends with who aren't on my fan page. I don't really know about it. Can you guys hear everything fine? Can you hear my music? Because I'm put on my music just for a little extra, but I don't want it to like affect the audio in any way. Okay. This is better than working. That's good. Jake, Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger. It's so good, eh? It's like the best. Honestly, whenever customers come in to ANC, they're always like, well, what kind of game should I play if I'm getting games for the Super Nintendo, let's say, or if I'm looking for a JRPG, I almost always point them towards Chrono Trigger. It's expensive, so it's kind of a hard sell, but it's such a good game, and convincing people of that, it's easier than you think, but it's just that price point that usually stops people. But that's why you have the DS version, right? Woo! Oh, you can't hear the music? Okay, sweet. That means that I can listen to my music while I talk to you guys. Because sometimes it would just get so quiet, or like my roommate, she would be like watching Dexter or something. Be like, okay, this is fine. I have some background. But she's not here right now, and it would be really depressing and sad if it was just like quiet. Okay, it all sounds good. Sweet. That sounds great. I'm happy. Woohoo! All right. Okay. I think I'll hold off on posting on my personal. That's so weird. Why would it do that? Okay, let me fix this. It's really annoying sometimes how when you post on Facebook and you post a link, I don't know if this happens to any of you, but sometimes when you post a link, I don't know if it's just because you don't let the link load or something, but it just ends up being a link. It looks so bad. I hate that so much. That's the worst, is when you just have just a link. I don't know, it just doesn't look good. A lot of people typically don't click on it then. Looks like everything's fine though now. All right, so I got quite a few of you here. her finsterness. Okay. Isn't Chrono Trigger available on the Wii Virtual Shop? Maybe. Might be. I'm not really sure. I don't really keep up with the Wii Shop channel. I know that there's a few, but I don't know. I can tell you. Torpedo, yes, I had a very good week, actually. That's what this is all about. I kind of want to change the format of my weekly vlogs. I want to have them be live streams, but eventually, if you guys are cool with this, because I definitely want to get your input, if you guys like the live stream format, I want to switch over to Twitch. Some people told me Hitbox. Thinking about that too, but I actually want to switch over to Twitch. So I do all my weekly vlogs on Twitch live so I can talk to you guys. I really like doing weekly vlogs and I like how conversational they can be, but I also like the idea of being able to talk with you guys during it. I just really like that idea because they are so conversational and sometimes they can be really personal, and I kind of would prefer to have something like that in a live stream format. I think it actually suits it very well. And at least we know that too can be archived onto YouTube. So if you miss it, you can always watch one again later, right? I like that idea. And speaking of that, if you guys like the idea enough and you want to support it, then I'll also do like live streams for games. That might take a little bit more because I'm not sure if the processor in my Mac Pro right now is not good enough for this. It's just old. It doesn't matter if I've replaced the RAM, sped it up. It's old, right? But I do have a laptop behind me where I might be able to. I'm not really sure what its capabilities are though in terms of being able to stream and play a game. So I'm gonna test that out. I don't plan on playing anything big, no AAA titles, but it'll definitely be stuff that are I don't know, like indie games, like much more arcadey, fast-paced indie games. I think that would be really fun, and it would give me a chance to be able to showcase indie games on my channel because I love them and I don't really get to showcase them. So this will be my chance to. So yeah. Hello, Nanosphere. Hello, everybody. Okay. Twitch, it has the largest. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Dave, I know that Twitch has the largest user base, and I'm glad. I'm actually really happy about that. Swiggy considering has gone for Twitch instead of vlog. Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree. So I know, Vivi. Hangouts has a lot of lag. It's really annoying when I'm trying to keep up with everything you guys are saying. You want to say Twitch? Okay, a lot of you guys are saying Twitch. 30-second lag between you saying something and us replying. Really, Nano? That's interesting because that's what I hear about Google Hangouts. Google Hangouts typically has that, but. Of course I noticed you, Nano. Don't worry about that. I know. I see all of you. I'm like reading what you're saying. Yeah, Nidhogg is great. Nidhogg is really great. Yeah, I played it a long time ago and it was still a prototype. This is like a few years back when I was still doing game journalism. I was focusing on like the indie beat. And yeah, that would be a really good one. I'm definitely thinking about that. I'm thinking maybe that. I even want to do like bigger, more full-fledged games like Cave Story even or Lana Lana, but I'm not really sure. I kind of wouldn't mind just doing like little one-off games, like something that's really fast and kind of furious. I like the idea of that. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna have to set this up and figure out how to, what's it called, open broadcast something. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, open broadcast. I think that's what it's called. I'm super noob when it comes to streaming, super noob. That's why I use this, which is really lame of me, I know. But I'm much more in tune with video editing and video production, not so much live stream stuff, but I want to get better at it. Let's see, Dave. Hangouts also has the nasty habit of dropping people's connections of a guest, etc. I remember the days watching. Yeah. Really, Walter? They vary from 20 seconds to 50. I see. Interesting. Well, I'm going to talk to some people. I don't know. Do you guys know anything about Hitbox? Yeah, I need to pick people's brains. if you want to talk more, let's say if you know a lot about streaming, PM me. PM me on Twitter or PM me on my Facebook fan page, and we can talk, right? If any of you want to be moderators, I'll just, I won't be able to pick everybody who asks or requests to do so, but I definitely could use some moderators as this is growing, and it does grow little by little, right? The live streams are fun, and I know they'll just continue growing. Maybe not here so much. It seems like they'll probably be always around the same amount of people each time, which is fine, but I feel like it'll only constantly grow more as I go onto Twitch or Hitbox or whatever I end up doing. Whatever I end up doing. All I see is a green screen. The audio is good, but I can't see what's happening. What? That's so weird. I don't know why. Oh no, no, Matt, it's not. This is just this is like the most comfortable beanie I own. It is so freaking comfortable. Nothing is sponsored. If something was sponsored, I'd usually tell you guys. I don't really do sponsored stuff though. Usually it's more me getting products for review, but that's what I did when I was doing a lot of written content too. So, okay, OBS is a little tricky to learn, but works fine and the stream is smooth. All right, yeah, Walter, I think I may do that. Addie, I'll pop on your, throw me an invite. No, it's just me. I'm just doing just me. I'm not gonna throw anyone else on here. If you want to talk, we can talk in the chat. It's usually how I like to keep things, unless I'm doing like a collab with another YouTuber or something, but that usually has to be expressed beforehand. Let's see. Let's see. Since you can't get the transcoding quality setting unless you have, I think, 50. Okay, yeah, well, I mean, like, my highest is probably, what, like 60 views, and that's usually, like, as it gets, as it peaks, I guess about the hour point is when it starts to peak on any kind of streams I've done. So, I mean, that's the best, I think. Oh, hi, hello, everybody. Hi, Carrie. It's not so right. Okay, so the point of this wasn't necessarily about Twitch, although I do like your input. That means a lot to have that kind of input, because I want to do my best with this, and I want to offer you the best quality content I can, and I want to delve into streams because I think it'd be really fun. I think it'd be really, really, really fun, and I want the video quality to be better, and I want a lot of things. So, but that's kind of like the preliminary stuff, and just trying to figure it out. But yeah, so the point of this weekly vlog is to talk about weekly vlog things like we usually talk about. If you've checked out weekly vlogs before, I typically talk about gaming, anime, movies, not really music, but I've been listening to the new Purity Ring album like crazy, and yeah, that's probably the most I'll talk about that. I'm listening to it right now. It's so good. But I also talk about things like YouTube, Patreon life, and all that fun stuff. So that's what I'm going to be doing this time too. If you guys have anything to say, cool. It just adds to it. It just makes it that much more fun and that much more personal for us all, right? All right, I got some stuff. What's going on here? It's cool. Do you watch any from the UK gaming community? Anyone? Addie, I'm not really sure. Like, I'm trying to think the UK gaming community. More like a UK anime community, but even then, not so much. Most people who I watch are based in the US, I've noticed, but it really depends. So, Brian, hey Erica, with Toronto Thumbs closing, could you guys comment for a moment about your time there? Whoa, Toronto Thumbs is closing? Wow. No, wow. My time with George, the editor-in-chief, he's incredible. He's a really great editor, and I had a really good time working with him. I had no idea that he was closing. So if you guys didn't know, just to give you a little bit of a background, I wrote for Toronto Thumbs. It's a really great video game outlet based here in Toronto. I wrote for them for quite a while. I had absolutely no idea. That's really good because now I can go and preserve my content because there's a lot of articles I have on there that I want to keep in terms of clips. But yeah, I mean, I started in video game journalism in 2009. I did entertainment journalism starting in 2007, and I moved over to video in 2013 with a little bit of writing, and then I just plain stopped. I do a little bit of writing still. Hey Matthew, it's nice to see you on the chat. Thanks for coming by. But yeah, it's writing was fun, and it's really a shame to hear that Toronto Thumbs is going to be closing. That makes me really sad, actually. Wow, I had no idea. Oh, thanks for letting me know, Brian. I really appreciate that. George is a really great guy. Really respect him a lot. He's been a long-time friend of mine, so I hope he's well. I haven't seen him since the Canadian Video Game Awards last year. So yeah, that's unfortunate, but everything has to come to an end eventually, right? Nothing can last forever. So yeah, I'm just wishing for the best for him because I know he always wanted the best for Toronto Thumbs. So, you know, I commend him for being able to make this hard decision because that's a very hard decision to make. So kudos to him. Kudos to him. Let's see. Oh my God. Dragon Ball Xenoverse? Yeah, I want it bad. I want it really bad. I was playing it at Brad's house and I was just like, oh God, this is so good. This is so good. It's like, how would you explain it? It's like an open world fighting game, kind of. It's really, really cool. It feels really great. And if you're big into Dragon Ball Z, then you're really gonna like it a lot. So I definitely was, and yeah, I gotta get it. We don't have it at my work yet, though. It usually takes us a while to get this kind of stuff at work, and I don't think anyone's gonna be trading it in unless they're idiots, or I don't know, they got it as a gift and they're not a big fan. I don't know, something. Okay. Dave, oh wait, Erica, are you like me going through Knights of Sidonia withdrawal? You know, I only watched like half of Knights of Sidonia. I've been following the manga more, but even then, like, I'm not even up to date on the manga. So I'm a big fan of Mihei-san. I really love his works, but I've actually been delving back into Blam, not so much Knights. I like the more visual storytelling rather than dialogue. So if you guys haven't tried it out, Knights of Sidonia is actually really, really great anime if you're looking for something more like dark sci-fi, like with mechs. It's really good. Yeah, Matt, I'm like so tempted to buy Xenoverse. I'm just waiting. Okay. Super Video Gaming Bros. Hey, thanks for joining. Do you play Smash, and who do you usually play as, and what newcomers do you like on Smash for? Newcomers, I like Shulk. I actually really like Shulk. I like him in his bathing suit for no reason. No reason. In terms of Smash, though, my experience, Melee. A lot of Brawl and Melee. And who did I usually play as? I was never really that big of a player, I'll be honest. I did play as Pikachu most of the time. Pikachu and Samus, but I always wanted to get good with as many of the characters as I could. I was never that big of a player. I'm not really that big of a fighting game player. I would love to. Actually, that's something I wanted to get into on my channel here, is that I'm becoming a bigger part of the fighting game community, because that's a big part of ANC Games where I work here in Toronto. ANC World is incredible, and the FGC, especially here in Toronto, they're so humble. They're so willing to help you out, helping you like learn just how to master different games, whether you're playing Street Fighter or Tekken or Marvel vs. Capcom or Guilty Gear and all that. You know, like they're so willing to help. It's just a matter of accepting the fact that you're gonna lose a lot. But in order to learn, you have to lose, right? So I'm becoming a bigger part of that. Really, the only fighting games that I ever grew up playing was Soul Calibur. I spent most of my time playing Soul Calibur 2 and 4, And we always have tournaments. I mean, we don't have any for Soul Calibur because the community isn't very big, but I want to build it. I want to help build it. And I know some friends who are part of the community who are trying to do that right now too. So Soul Calibur, I would love to have something going on with that, but I would love to learn how to play some of these others. And I want to get really good at Tekken. I think that'd be really awesome. And then like crazy guys who play Virtua Fighter, because they're nuts. Man, I'm just like, just so nuts. Seriously. Corey, how do you do it? Seriously. I don't know. I was like trying to dabble into it. I was like, this is what? How do you get into Virtua Fighter? Does anyone want to tell me? I'm sure he will, but okay. Oh yeah, Luigi was. Yeah, you know, Zero Suit Samus is really cool. Yeah, I like very quick characters typically when I'm playing Smash, so okay, Dave. Vancouver seriously needs a place like that. So many places I have found here dedicated to games and gamers. EB GameSpot, all of them out. Really? No, seriously, Dave, in Vancouver, are there any like retro game stores or anything like that? I would love to see ANC Games branch out. What I like so much about working there is the fact that we have such a positive community of people who are so chill and they just want to help each other. And if there's any like bad attitude, usually people just kind of like, they just let them go and then they just disappear eventually, you know, because they realize that they're not in the right place. They're not, you know, it's like they want some negative environment. We're not seedy like that. We've never really been like that. I mean, the guys are funny. They get super salty and they just, they like trash talk and shout and stuff, but it's all out of fun. You know what I mean? I love the guys. They're so great. And honestly, these guys who play fighting games are like the nicest guys ever. They're so cool. I'm still getting to know a lot of them now that I'm becoming a bigger part because I'm a spectator at a lot of these fighting tournaments, but super chill. Nano, would you be willing to play games on Twitch? Yeah, that's actually one of the big things is I want to do Twitch weekly vlogs like I'm doing right now, just obviously on Hangouts, but I also want to play games. I'm going to be playing like indie games and stuff like that. So anyways, let's, yes, I am Hungarian. Solt, I'm clearly very bad at pronouncing Hungarian names. I don't read enough Hungarian anymore, so I don't know how to pronounce some of the letter combinations. Too many game shops fitting. Okay. Have you heard Rina Palencia's song about Crystal? It's so funny. No, I haven't, Domlight. I have not. Okay, so guys, I want to tell you some stuff about gaming. So a couple friends, Oren and Alan, they came back from PAX and they took all these crazy pictures and they had so much fun, like so much fun. And they brought me back some swag. I was so pleased. So I want to show you some of the stuff that they brought me that I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe you guys do this. So Alan was the person who got me into Transistor. And I'm a big fan of strategy RPGs, and I like it when they're more like action heavy too. So I mean, it was kind of the perfect game. But he got me this really nice pin from Transistor. It's just so cool. It's so pretty. She's so gorgeous, and I love the game so much. And the music, I can't stop listening to the soundtrack. It's so cool. Thank you so much, Alan. And then he also got me this really great Final Fantasy XIV chocobo head hat thing. I don't even know. I don't even think I'd be able to wear this. How would I? Yeah, that's clearly not working over my headphones. Too bad I can't just like tape it. I'll look like a pirate with a chocobo and a cabbage on my head. Because that would be perfect. That's exactly what should happen. Okay, so there's that. And then probably one of the coolest things that Alan, I have no idea. So Alan did not just get me this D4 postcard, but he got it signed by Swery. Like, what? Are you kidding me? Swery is awesome. If you don't know D4, you might know Deadly Premonition. He's that. swear he's awesome, and he's kind of like my husband. I find him very dreamy, and he's incredible. And he took a picture with him, and then he got this signed, and this is gonna go on my wall. It's probably gonna be my videos from now on, because he's just such an incredible person. I'm just like, oh, it's just, I can't believe he did that for me. I really like culty games. I like games that have sort of a niche cult following, and this is just like D4 did just that. And so did Deadly Prem. You could say the same. He has the same, in the same sort of vein as Suda51. I think that's why I like Suda so much. That's why I like Swery so much. They remind me of each other, basically. They remind me of each other. Let's see. Let us move on to Dawnlight. Are you getting Final Fantasy Type 0 HD next week? Yeah, I probably will. I actually watched the gameplay demo and everything that was at PAX, which was super cool, super in-depth. I actually, well, not for Type 0, sorry, I'm thinking about Final Fantasy 15 now. You know, actually for Type 0s, I have Type 0, and I have an English patch for it, but I just haven't had very much time to play the game, so this whole time I've had it, and yet I haven't played it, but I really want to play in HD, so I'm probably just going to go ahead and do that. Although I'm pretty sure the HD is only available on PS4, I think. I don't have a PS4, which is kind of a problem. So that might not even happen. I don't even, yeah. So maybe I'll just play on my PSP. Maybe that's a little go. Let's see. I'm just going to read through these here. I love how you guys talk to each other when I can't always read your comments. Yeah, Catherine's really good too, Dave. What? Really? The Persona 5 PV? Do you mean like the video that was just released like some weeks ago? Because it was cool. I'm super, super stoked about that user interface, I gotta say. And I like how it seems like it almost has like a detective feel to it, which I really liked about, like, let me think of an example. Like Devil Summoner was a really great example of that on the PS2. I like that feel. So I know it's not going to be that because it's Persona, but it might be similar. I mean, I guess you could say, because like Persona 4 had kind of a detective feel to it. But I'm really excited. It's the user interface that's really getting me here. What's going on here? Geez, I don't even know what you guys are talking about anymore. You're just talking to each other. That's really great, though. I am so happy. I'm happy. You guys rock. You guys really rock. Okay, so the other day I got together with RN and Alan because they're like my workout buddies now. We work out at Alan's gym just because I started to realize, I'm like, oh no, Anime North is like basically the biggest anime convention that happens at the end of May, and I have this epic cosplay I'm doing with my friends Eve and Steve, and I'm not ready, like fit-wise, I'm not ready, and I haven't worked out since I did parkour last year. I stopped doing parkour in August, and I haven't really worked out since then. So I have a lot of working out to do. So I've been getting together with them, and after we did that, we did like these fun little gameplay videos that I'm going to be posting probably next week and the week after on my channel. One of them was for Oren's game Hardline Gunner, Hardline Gunner, which is actually really awesome. The company is Lazarin. It's really great. I highly recommend you check it out. It's kind of like a mixture between Hotline Miami and Geometry Wars. It's like crazy. It's crazy. Let me see if I can link it to you guys. Yeah, Hardline Gunner. It's there's actually a demo available of the game. Crap. It didn't post as a link. Oh well, you guys can get it from there. But it's really great. There's a demo. He's always looking for feedback. So we did this really fun little gameplay video. Had so much fun. It was so awesome, and it's ridiculously hard. It definitely it's definitely a game that I think a lot of you will like if you're into something more arcadey and super challenging, but extremely rewarding. And aside from that, we also play Broforce, which is awesome, sort of like co-op run and gun, where you get to play as all these different random action heroes. I don't know who my favorite was. I really like playing as Judge Dredd, though. He's this really cool attack with his gun where it's like he shoots like this ball of energy, and it kind of like can bounce off surfaces for a short period. But we were playing Broforce specifically because there's a new Alien Xenomorph add-on or update that came out, and it was so crazy fun. It was so ridiculous. So we were playing that, and that video is going to be going up pretty soon too. So I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, that's going to be really good. But yeah, I'm super stoked to be posting those because I don't really post that kind of stuff and you guys don't ever hear me rage. And I totally raged in these videos. Like I was screaming and they thought it was so funny, and I'm like, oh, maybe I should do Twitch. Maybe I should do live streams where I play games, because it would probably be hilarious and embarrassing, but really good. So I'm just gonna go ahead with it. I'm just gonna go ahead with it just for the hell of it, because why not? Because that was so fun as is, right? What's going on here? Oh no, no, not lag. No, yeah, BB. Broforce is so much fun. I love it. It really reminded me of Super Time Force by Capybara, just obviously without the slowdowns, right? What's going on here? Please do a review of Mother 4 when it comes out. It's free and fan created. Yeah, I know, Zoriel. I actually did an interview with the creators for Mother 4, so I'm probably gonna be playing that or just reviewing it for sure, no matter what. So you don't have to worry about that. What's going on here? Oh, yay! Okay, people are messaging me about helping me with live streams. That's always nice. Blank, have you watched Clannad? Yes. Yes, I have. And After Story, and I cried a lot. A lot. It's really good. I actually really want to rewatch it soon, just like how I did with Canon a little bit ago. Oh, hey, speaking of anime, I don't even want to go to anime section just yet, but I do want to say I keep hearing from people that Golden Time is really good. I really want to watch it. If you guys have anything to say about Golden Time, please let me know, because I really want to. Okay, so back to gaming, because I'm doing a really good job. So today, I was working. I usually don't work Saturdays, but I was called into work. And this weekend is actually Northern Battles, whatever number it's at. I think it's like 10, 15, 18. I think it's the 18th. It's usually a monthly thing that Toronto Top Tiers does, part of the fighting game community. And it's just like a big tournament. Today, what was it? It was Street Fighter 4 and then Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom. And then tomorrow we're going to be doing Virtua Fighter. I'm going to be working tomorrow too. Virtua Fighter. We're going to be doing a free tourney for Soul Calibur, which will be really awesome. And King of Fighters, and I think Guilty Gear, and Tekken, and it's going to be so good. But if you are in the Toronto area and you like fighting games and you want to be part of a positive community, I highly suggest you check it out at ANC. Definitely something to consider. Sweet. Oh my god, there's a Final Fantasy Type 1 teaser. Thank you so much, the wildcard user. You rock. I'm going to check this out later. Pierre, Golden Time will make you cry. That's okay. I don't mind that. I didn't mind crying before when I watched Clannad, so I think that'll be fine. I think I can handle it. What this world needs is a Red Dead Redemption sequel. Cannot believe it has not been mentioned by Rockstar yet. Well, technically, isn't it already a sequel because of Red Dead Revolver? Is it? I don't know. Maybe. Am I gonna try the Clannad video game, like the visual novel? I played a little bit of it. I could probably do that. I don't know if I want to do visual novels on stream, but I'll definitely like play it. I really want to play the what's it called? Steins Gate game. I really want to play that a lot. Yeah, Jake makes a very good point. Yeah, Golden Boy. Golden Boy is actually really good. Jake, you're so nice. How was your guys' Saturday? Yeah, I'm actually really curious. How was your Saturday? What did you do? I worked, and then I hung out with my coworkers because ANC is like my second home. But I love hearing about your days and hearing how you're doing, and we can all kind of cheer each other up, whether we're happy or not, right? What we really need, Don Light, you have a very good point. What we really need is Danganronpa 3, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be one that'll be released soon in Japan. Almost certain of it. And you know, Japan always gets things like so ahead. So, of course, that's how it goes. Blank, what's your favorite color? Dark purple or dark blue. So basically any color my hair is lately. It's always been my favorite color. So, but yeah. Oh, whoa, jeez. Like kicking things over here. So I also wanted to mention, I got this, in terms of gaming, I gotta say, I gotta give you a huge shout out, Anthony, because this is really wicked of you. But my good friend Anthony, he went ahead and sent me this really awesome, because we're talking about dark blue and dark purple, it kind of worked with it. But he sent me the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask Collector's Edition. Ooh, yeah, this is beautiful with the figure. So I'm going to be doing an unboxing this week, well, this coming week, for this, because it's gorgeous. And it's really nice to finally own a physical copy of the game, because I really don't like always having download codes. It's unfortunate, but usually when I get review copies of things nowadays, everything's download codes. And it's like I tell them, I'm like, hey guys, you know, I like collecting things. But it's not up to them, right? It's really not up to them, so I can't control that. But honestly, Anthony, seriously, thank you. This is like, like this was so incredible of you. Thank you so much. I'm just so happy. Like I've already like put it out on display and everything, and it's really nice having this. Like I love this box. It's so gorgeous. It's incredible. So that's another gaming thing I wanted to mention. Let's see. I hope you're here, Anthony. I really do. Pardon? Something about Pascal? Oh, is it when my hair was the same color as Pascal's? Yeah, I didn't dye it because of that. But, no, I didn't dye it because of that, but it was just, it turned out that way. It was actually purple and then magenta on the bottom, and it just faded into that, so it's pretty funny. Erica has to yell, no, that's wrong. What's going on, guys? Man, this is so laggy, I can't even, like, read your things, your comments. I, like, try and scroll, and it, like, jumps so much. What's going on? I want to know what's happening. Okay. I want to know. Yeah, Anthony, it was super fast. I was like, should I tell you or should I just do it on here? I was really hoping you would be here, actually, so thank you so much. It's really awesome of you. I also got some other things. One of them I really don't feel like going to get, but I can look at it right now. I got a Dreamcast. I used to have a Dreamcast, but it was super yellow. It wasn't really mine, it was Brad's. And now I have my own, and it's beautiful, and I have a memory card. And I have a few games for the Dreamcast, just a couple. I have Grandia 2, and I have Skies of Arcadia. But there are various others I want, like Rez and Ikaruga, and Power Stone 1 and Power Stone 2, and Shenmue, and all that fun stuff. I want it all, but not yet. Instead, I ended up getting a game that I can't even play on the Dreamcast because I'm an idiot. I really wanted Jet Set Radio, but they or Jet Grind Radio, sorry. And instead I got Jet Set Radio, but it's so cool. And I have an Xbox, and I think this works on the 360 as well, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I am very happy to be playing this because it is incredible and has a really, really, really nice soundtrack too, if you haven't heard it. So yeah, I'm like super excited about that. Gaming. What do you guys have to say? Let's see. Are you going to Anime North? And if you are, I hope to see you there. Yeah, Blank. I'm actually going to be going to Anime North. I'm going to be doing an Oh My Goddess cosplay with my friends Eve and Steve. So I'm super excited for that. I really hope to meet you. When we get closer to the date, I'm obviously going to be doing a video for like anybody who might be going. I'm going to mention I'll be going, and hopefully we can do like a meet. Like, it would be really cool to have like a specific day where we can do like a meetup. I think it would be so cool if we did that. I don't know how many of my fans are actually based in this area in the GTA, but if you are, that's just, I mean, that would just make everything that much better. Choir Dude, hey, nice to see you again. Super, thanks so much. Yeah, we really do need a Power Stone 3 Addy. Super, super, super. Rex, Erica Saber, Laser, Sabo. Oh, Erica Saber, that's so freaking cute. Thank you. No one's ever called me that before. Grandia 3 had an amazing battle system, but everything else feels like a missed opportunity. That's unfortunate. I heard good things about Grandia 3 mostly for that, and then everything else was pretty lackluster, so it's disappointing, especially when there's that kind of potential involved. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the new Trails in the Sky as well, Dave. Like, really excited. Carrie, Madar's the, that's all I know in Hungarian. Yeah, Hungarian's not an easy language to learn. Even for me, like, my parents are from Hungary, and I learned a lot from them, but they did a mixture of speaking English and Hungarian to me, so there's certain things that I didn't really get. I don't even want to speak in Hungarian to you guys just because I'm not very good at introducing myself. I'd be like, Servus, én vagyok, Erika. Te hogy vagy? Én jó vagyok. Én jó vagyok. I don't know. See, I don't even know how to say I'm good. Oh boy. Okay. You could say Erica Sabo reviews vlogs and anime delivered saber pointy. What is this? Well, stuff happened between you. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Oh yeah, speaking of Steam codes, thanks for reminding me, Choir Dude. I got a Steam code for Hotline Miami 2. Actually, Vestron Vulture, whose music I typically use in my videos nowadays, he is featured on the soundtrack, which I thought was super cool. And he was like, hey, so thank you so much for using my music. I've been using his music for a while now, off and on. And he was like, hey, do you want a Steam code for Hotline Miami 2? I'm like, yeah, yeah, I do. I was a big fan of Hotline Miami 1, and I love the music, and I really like Perturbator. I like that kind of like 80s outrun, like pseudo 80s music. Super great. So super nice of him to do that for me. Big thank you to Vestron Vulture. And then the other thing I want to mention for gaming is I got my copy of Pierre Solar, the reprint on the Sega Genesis. I'm so happy to finally have this. I want to show you guys, but that one's a little bit more full-fledged, and I want to show you that in the kind of like how I didn't open up the Majora's Mask Collector's Edition I got here. But that one I'll actually show you in an unboxing super soon. So happy to finally have that. I pre-ordered it last April, and I finally got it. I'm just really glad. I really wanted Pierre Solar. I already played Pierre Solar, actually, and I really liked it, you know, in terms of the fact that it's kind of an homage to old school JRPGs. I like that. I like how old school JRPGs have their own problems. They're kind of convoluted. They're not always well designed. And this game, it kind of follows suit with those things. It's not necessarily the most well designed game. It's very convoluted sometimes, but I liked that. I like how it kind of replicated that overall feel. It feels like it's an old game. I like that a lot, a lot, even if it has mistakes. I don't care. That's kind of part of it, right? And so I'm really happy to have that. I'm just a little bit I'm a little bit sad because I was really hoping that we were going to get the strategy guides at the same time, and we didn't. And I really didn't want to wait on getting the game. I could have, but I didn't want to because I got impatient, right? So I'm really hoping that they're going to be sending out these strategy guides soon. I really do, because I like having strategy guides. I usually don't really use them. I only use them for like the bestiaries, but it's one of those things where it's like I just really want it. I just really want it because I'm a collector. I'm just a collector. I collect things and I play games as much as I can, and I just reminisce and all this stuff. That's my life basically. So in time, I'm sure we'll get it. But Watermelon Games is great. They do a lot of hard work. They're working on like 2 games right now while they're trying to print all this. It's a lot of work on their part, so I don't blame them for taking so long. I just really hope that we get the last part soon. So, and I hope that anyone who ordered the Dreamcast reprint gets theirs soon, because I hear those haven't been sent yet. So we'll see. Fingers crossed, eh? Yeah, Vivi, you're so right. Everyone in the chat is so cool. What is everybody doing? Sable Leomon? What is this? I'm gonna like, yeah. I just like screen cap that because there's just like so many crazy things you guys are saying. Let's see what's happening this week. Yes, well, that's part of what's been happening this week. A lot of stuff has been happening this week. In terms of gaming, I think that's it for gaming, to be honest. Of course, we can always go back to it. I mean, we already talked about anime, so in terms of anime, though, oh, yeah, okay. Have you seen Summer Wars? If not, I highly recommend it. It's an excellent animated film from Madhouse. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Summer Wars, actually. And I do plan on reviewing those films. I can't remember the director's name because I'm horrible. But I really liked his work on like Wolf Children as well. The Digimon movie, which I actually do not like. I was not a fan of the Digimon movie. When I was a kid, I was totally in love with it because it's beautiful. But then when I actually like rewatched it maybe a year ago, I was like, what is this? Like this is something else entirely. So it is what it is, right? But I am going to be doing a review of that, kind of like how I'm starting my reviews on Miyazaki, which I'm actually really scared to do. Super scared to do, just because of the fact that I don't want my videos to get claimed, and they will. Disney will take them down in a heartbeat. I don't think they'll actually take down the videos, but I have a bad feeling. So the reason why you have not seen any of my spotlight for Miyazaki yet is because I'm just like, uh-oh. I'm gonna get some bad things are gonna happen, guys. And I don't want that to happen, right? I've actually been on a big Miyazaki binge. I was watching Nausicaa the other day, and then Totoro, which will be my first review when that comes out. And then Mononoke Hime. I'm really excited. Really, really, really excited to review all these. I think that what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be on camera the whole time, and then I'm gonna have the video footage beside me. It's gonna be more work, but I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm going to do it. It's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be good. And it'll save me from having any kind of problems in terms of, I don't know, getting claimed. That's already so annoying as is. I don't want my videos to get claimed. I want to still be able to get revenue for these when I spend so much time on them. There's nothing worse when you spend so much time lightly scripting, filming, video editing, exporting, and social media, and then you find out that you don't get any kind of, it's like you're not getting recognition for all the hard work you're doing, because it's work at the end of the day, you know, wherever you are, whether you're like a video producer for a television station or for a YouTube channel. I mean, here you're just working for yourself, right? You got to have a lot of self-motivation to be able to do this, and it's just very disconcerting when all that is taken away from you, right? I don't want that to happen anymore. It's happened to me enough times now. I just don't want it to happen to me anymore. That's not to say that I'm not going to be releasing content by distributors or publishers that are willing to do that. I will, but it's just going to be a bit of work. I'll have to figure out like ways around it, right? So. I thought your chapstick was a piece of string cheese. Yes, it is. Yes, thank you, Blank. Mamoru Hosoda. I'm horrible. Mamoru Hosoda. I'm just gonna call him Mamoru. Mamoru. Yeah, I really enjoy his art style. I like the kinds of works he does, and Summer Wars was really pretty. So, looking forward to that. Rex, what is your favorite comedy? It could be gore or kiddie or animation or TV shows. Favorite comedy? I really like that, like very dry humor. Very dry humor. I mean, I typically watch a lot of like Whose Line Is It Anyway? Very funny, very, very funny. But I also like other things, like on YouTube, I watch Gaming Grumps. If I like something really stupid and funny, or if I want something really weird and funny, I will watch Llamas with Hats. Llamas with Hats is very good. I love it. I think it's hilarious. But in terms of dry humor, I like Flight of the Conchords a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. So I typically gravitate towards those most of the time. Dawnlight, when I talk about JRPGs elsewhere, people are like, "Oh, what the hell are you talking about?" And Dawnlight, you're not gonna get that here because I think we've created a good enough community here where like people have this sort of know-how, right? Like my YouTube channel is very knowledge-driven for a reason. I like to be able to talk about these things. I don't want it to just be like, "Oh, let's like lightly talk about these things," and not actually talk about them in depth. That's just not good enough for me. I want to get as in-depth with this sort of stuff as possible, so it's more fun this way. I like to actually have discussions about games and about JRPGs in particular, so very keen. Although I'm not seeing too much right now in terms of JRPGs, aside from, I guess, Type 0 coming out, so Type 0 HD, right? So let's see. I'm probably going to get a PS4 somewhat soon, but it looks like I got another offer to get another arcade cabinet. I talked about, I think, what, last week or the week prior, that I was going to be getting a Soul Edge arcade cabinet because, like I said before, I really like Soul Calibur. But then someone else offered me a Neo Geo, like this really nice quality Neo Geo in Vaughan, which is part of the Greater Toronto area. And I'm just like amazed for such a good price too, such a good price. And I'm just like, it's incredible. It's kind of crazy, actually. I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of crazy. Hey, First Player, thanks for joining. Greetings from Canada. But yeah, Rex, were you a boy in a prior incarnation? Maybe. Nah. You know, there's tomboys out there. I was always a bit more of a tomboy, but I can be super girly. I can be super girly. If you see some of my interests, that's probably where my girly side comes out. Like even like some of the visual media I like a lot of really cute, grotesque visual media, but still very feminine, right? So yeah, I don't know if I was a guy. Yeah. Oh, Jake, no. Yeah, don't ever feel isolated. Don't ever let anyone tell you that, oh, you don't know about this genre of game. Well, why should we even bother telling you? Like they're part of some secret club or something. I don't give a shit about secret clubs, about JRPGs or space shooters or, you know, some game genre you're not supposed to know about. Like that's stupid. You know, that's just childish and you're not having any fun that way. So have fun and talk, and we'll all talk. I think we'll all be able to talk on here for you. Not for you, but with you about JRPGs, any kind of like niche genre you like. Anyone who wants to talk about any sort of niche genre, I probably know something about. And if you need somewhere to feel, I guess, welcome, I feel like my channel is a pretty good place for that. Everyone's really, 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 really chill. And all of you guys in the chat, like, you guys are incredible. Like, you're awesome. I don't want anyone to ever feel like they're left out in some way, because I felt that way a lot as a kid, actually. I really liked video games, and there were a lot of times where I didn't know enough people who liked video games. And I hung out with a lot of guys, too, and there were still guys that didn't really like that stuff. So it is very isolating. I know that feeling, but you're not alone. Don't worry. It's a good thing we have the internet, that's for sure. But yeah, so back to anime. So I've been on a Miyazaki binge, and I'm trying to figure out right now how to do my reviews. But I'm going to be starting with My Neighbor Totoro, so I'm very excited for that. Canimate. Who here is stoked for Bloodborne? I am. I am. I'm super stoked for Bloodborne. Big fan of Demon Souls, Dark Souls. I was a super big cheater in Dark Souls, and didn't play Dark Souls 2 actually, but I'm a super big cheater in Dark Souls. I'm the kind of player where when you're like in the middle of a boss fight and it's like a really big boss and it's really menacing, but you have somewhere to hide, I hide. And then when they're not attacking me, I shoot them with arrows or with magic, and then I hide. And then I do that for like 40 minutes straight. It's pretty bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like, I can't believe you're at 10K. I subbed when you had only 5K. I'm not even at 10K anymore, Blake. I'm at like 15. Yeah. Like, I'm getting really close to 16K, and it's really crazy. It's really fun though. It's been such a ride, and I feel really bad. I've been producing a bit less content than usual, but my work schedules have also been increasing. Like, I'm working 1 extra day at AMC now, and there's a lot more demand at the game studio I'm working for. Like, having 3 jobs is tough. And I'm not really releasing nearly as many videos as I want to each week. It's only like 2 videos instead of like the regular 4. And I'm not even releasing videos on my alt channel right now, even though I have those almost all set. I just need to find time to film. Not only that, but it's like I gotta figure out a time when my roommate isn't home and isn't really loud or doesn't have someone sleeping on the couch. Because I live in an open concept apartment, so my work area is open. Like, it's totally open. Like, this isn't some room you're in right now. This is actually like I'm looking at my cat sitting on the sofa. Like, if someone sleeps here, I can't film. There's no way. I will wake them up. So it's been a little bit tricky. I'm trying to negotiate things and figure out my schedule and figure out her schedule and see when we have some open slots, right? Retro Robbie, hey, thanks for stopping by. I think you were on 3K or so when I subbed. Damn. Nano, Erica, did that in Skyrim. There was a cave you went and you had to kill like 30 guys. Exploited their pathing by making them run around so I could kill them in a more manageable amount. Yeah. Sometimes that's not so bad. That's not so bad. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys are like, hey, don't worry about it. You know, just like take your time, release videos when you can. And I really appreciate that because like I'm a perfectionist. And when I say I want to release so and so amount of videos a week, I seriously mean I want to release 4. This always happens in my weekly vlogs where I'm like, I'm going to be releasing this and this and this and this. And it doesn't end up happening because there's all of these outward sources. There's always these things that end up happening and slowing me down. And I also can't like stress myself out, right? But I really want to continue releasing content steadily like the way I did. But with the kind of content I will be releasing, like unboxings, reviews coming up soon, and then with those game videos for Hardline Gunner and for Broforce, I think that content will start trickling back in and it will be as heavy as it used to be. I really, really, really want it to be. So thanks so much, guys. You're really incredible. Yay, Pyro! Erica, I'm glad that I get to see you stream. I missed the last one. Well, I'm really glad you're here. And I know it sucks. Not everyone's going to be able to come on the streams, and I'm aware of that. I know it's not, you know, the most ideal time slots for some people. Totally get that. But if you can make it, if you can't, it's always archived, right? Like, you'll always have it later. But if you are here, even better, right? Rex, I love working with lesser known hidden gems. Yeah, oh, I love hidden gems. Hidden gems. I know this isn't a hidden gem, but earlier this week, my friend Retro Liberty, Aaron, who's like my big bro, he's like the coolest guy ever. He posted this really wicked video, this memories video we did of Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers on the Nintendo, and what an awesome game that was. And it was so cool. It was so great for its time, and it's really accessible platformer, you know, whether or not you play video games or not. It's really fun. It really wasn't very hard or anything like that, but that, I don't know, it made it that much more accessible, I guess. And I'm really glad that he was discussing with me. He's like, hey, so what do you want to review? And like, I was like listing off games. He's like, let's totally do Chip and Dale. I was like, yes. And we ended up doing it with a good friend of mine, Shane, Rerez TV, and oh, it was just so good. So maybe I'll link that to you guys if you haven't already seen it. It's a really funny video, and Aaron is a really, really, really good, he's a really good editor. He's really, really good at editing and making things funny and being a silly guy. Oh, I can't. It won't let me. Okay, maybe if I just do www. Ugh. Can I post it now? Oh, it can't be a link. Damn it. Okay. Well, if you go to youtube.com/retroliberty, you will find it on there. Or you'll probably see it if you check out my Facebook fan page. Damn it. I always forget that. Yeah. They did get Chip and Dale right. They really did. Okay, what's going on here? You should, Kiwi. It's a really good game. Super fun. Super easy to get into, and just a really addicting game. And it's great how it's 2-player co-op. So, yay! Whoa. Mufti, what do you mean chat? Chat! Yes, we're chatting on here. We're all chatting on here. Okay, so, oh yeah, oh my god, I can't believe this. Guys, I suck. I really suck. Okay, I forgot something in gaming I want to tell you. See, these are going to be like the most disorganized weekly vlogs ever, but I think you guys enjoy it. So, I wonder how Erica rages when playing. I scream. I get really angry. You'll see next week. You'll see when I release the video for Hardline Gunner. It's going to be really funny. But anyways, in terms of gaming, I got this guy here. I can't believe I got him. He was like 70 plus tax, so that's like almost 80 bucks. But I really needed him, and I figured I would never ever find a Shulk again. I don't collect Amiibos. This is actually my first Amiibo I've ever gotten. But I really like Shulk, and this is like the only Xenoblade Chronicles figure that I've ever seen, which is a shame because the game has a lot of really pretty character art. I think it would, I feel like you could definitely use it. But this is like so pretty. Like a lot of the Amiibos, I don't actually like their paint jobs very much, but this one I really like. Like Shulk looks really good. So I'm just really happy I own him. I can't believe how expensive he is. It kind of amazes me. We got a bunch of these at ANC, and we had like Rosalina, and we had some Toon Links, which aren't even hard to come by, but they blew off the shelves. And then I think we had Ike, and we had Marth, and I don't even know what else, but it was like one of those things where like they flew off the shelves. They absolutely flew off the shelves. I still want to get Fox. I gotta get Fox. Damn it. Yeah, you see, there's like, it's a lot. It's a lot, but I wanted you to know. Yeah, you want Kiwi, you want Fox too? I want Fox. Let's all have Fox. I want Toon Link. I know he's not hard to find. I want Mega Man too. I want Sheik. I want all of these. But yeah, I love Xenoblade Chronicles. I thought it was such a great hybrid between turn-based action. It's very similarly to how I feel about Rogue Galaxy. I really like the battle system in that game. I actually really like the battle system in Final Fantasy XII. I'm going to be completely honest. I did not have Final Fantasy XII in my top Final Fantasy list, which I kind of regret, I'll be honest. I know a lot of people are like, hey, Erica, where's Final Fantasy XII? Thing is, I didn't care about the story. That's the reason why I didn't end up on the list. I actually just did not care about the story. But I love the battles. The fighting was just so great, but it wasn't enough for me to warrant it, right? Unfortunately. But it reminds me of that, and I can't wait for Xenoblade Chronicles X. I can't wait for the remake that's going to be coming out on the new 3DS. It's really the only reason why I want the new 3DS. The only reason. And will I get it? Probably. Probably. I don't want to think I will, but I probably will. So. Ah, Carrie. You know, it's funny. I never actually played the Tailspin game that was on the Super Nintendo, but I did watch the show as a kid. I really loved that one a lot. Let's see. Drew, you can order Toon Link and Chic off of Walmart, I think with free shipping. I'll keep that in mind. That's awesome. Okay. Just gonna read. I'm just gonna read some of these comments here. Can I take a break? Okay, you know what? I'll take a break in the sense that I'll answer anything that anyone wants to ask on chat. If you have a question, I'm going to try my best to answer you. So it'll be like a weekly vlog / Q&A. We can do that, I think, right? Right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. What seasonal show are you watching in anime? Right now, I'm actually taking a break. There's really nothing I'm actually watching. I'm waiting for stuff. I'm waiting. Well, am I really waiting for anything right now? I still really want to watch the ping pong. I still really want to watch more of that. And JoJo and stuff that I feel like I don't have time for. But I actually don't know what's going to be coming up. So it's more old stuff. I don't really, sometimes I keep up to date with what's going on in the anime world because I binge, right? I have a lot of things that I binge on all at the same time. So there's always something that ends up getting neglected. And anime is unfortunately that. But if we're talking about like last summer, I just was like on a huge anime binge. But then I was lacking in like movies and music. So there's always going to be some sort of sacrifice if I'm going to do this, it seems. Okay, I know you feel like I've already had. Let's see. Tokyo Ghoul was intense this past week. Yeah. I don't watch Tokyo Ghoul. I don't know too much about it. I watched a little bit, and I know a lot of people really like it, but I don't know. I don't really get too hyped about anime anymore. It really depends. It's got to be a really, really like, damn good anime. But usually I like the darker stuff, but it's got to be really intelligent. It's got to be really well made. Very, very much like I don't know, Paranoid Agent is a really good example of that, where it's short, but it's very well made, and each episode is created with purpose, right? Let's see. Hey, Erica, given all the HD remakes, what are your feelings on them? If you are for them, I would love a Heavenly Sword remake. Would you play it if Ninja Theory did it? Oh yeah, I would. Actually, I would. I never really, well, I played a little bit actually now that I think about it. I mean, it was a launch title, right? So it's been a while now. But I would play another Heavenly Sword. I really like HD remakes. I think that they're a little cheap in the sense that it's a very easy way of getting money. But sometimes some games could really use it. I don't see anything wrong with that. It's not an ideal thing for me by any means. I would prefer to have like physical copies of things too. Whereas like with an HD, I feel like that would be like digital download. A lot of things typically turn out to be just downloads, especially if they're remakes. But I'm definitely for that. I'm definitely for it. Blank. Do you play an instrument? No. I mean, I play some keyboards. I usually learn things by sound. I don't know how to read notes. I'm trying to play the violin. I'm trying to learn. I have my violin over there. It's very hard to learn when you don't know how to play guitar. Very hard to learn. I just kind of jumped into the deep end with this, but it's fun. I like the challenge. Oh yeah, Hajime no Ippo. My friends at MangaPod talk about it all the time. Dodger and Happily Aaron. They talk about it all the time. They love it. I haven't read it. I want to, but not yet. Jake, Sir Urka, what is your natural hair color? Actually, better question. Can you even remember your natural hair color? Yeah, my natural hair color is the color of my eyebrows, man. It was just like, it's not black, it's like a dark brown. So it's a dark brown. So yeah, I mean, it's really not that much different than from what we have here, because that's at least dark too. But yeah, it's like a dark brown. Urka. Yeah, I was a big boxing fan, so I came across it. I was like, I watched. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, still got to. Carrie, what are your favorite bands, Erica? I used to really like Interpol. Back when Turn on the Bright Lights came out, I really like droney rock. Um, Post-punk. I like a lot like Gang of Four is a really good example. Big fan of that that kind of music. But most of what I listen to is actually electronica of some sort. Usually like a lot of like chill wave. I listen to like Purity Ring. I can't stop listening to the new album. It's so freaking delicious. Uh, um, let's see. Massive Attack. Big fan of Massive Attack in terms of trip hop. Or like Burial, really great for trip hop. I like Crystal Castles, although I would never see them live because I feel like it would ruin everything for me because I hear their live shows are shit. I just don't want to ruin that for myself. Uh, yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Panda Bear's been pretty good. I've been listening to that. I really like Caribou. Caribou's really good. Album Swim was really amazing, I felt. M83, I went to go see and it was just totally incredible. I don't know, all kinds of stuff. That's just like a few of them. There's gonna be a Hajime no Ippo game. And hey, Grunge Guy, hey, it's nice to see you here. Collective Soul, cool. Yeah, I also listen to like a lot of like Mastercraft as well, Kraftwerk. Um, what else? The Knife. We're talking about older stuff. I also really like the um, oh, what else, man? I'm like running out of things. There's just like so many. I can't keep track anymore sometimes. I used to like have a really heavy focus on music because I used to do a lot of music journalism. Now it's a lot harder to do so. Choir Dude, Erica, I know you have a situation with coming to the US, but it'd be awesome for some of your state viewers if you came to a convention down here. The one and only YouTuber I want to meet is you. That's really sweet. I wish I could. I really do. There's a reason, guys, why I haven't been to PAX or GDC or any cons in the US for that matter. If I could, I would. But I have like an immigration problem that I carried over. Well, that kind of fell on me. It wasn't my fault, but it was my parents' fault. Just some immigration thing, and I had to take responsibility for their actions. And anything immigration-wise, if you know anything about immigrations and immigration lawyers, it's very expensive and it takes a very long time. So I've been spending the past years, past 3 years, 4 years, yeah, wow, that's depressing. The past 4 years paying off my immigration fees, which really sucks. I don't like talking about it, but that's kind of the point of this weekly vlog. How should I put this? Long story short, I am banned from entering the US for 10 years. Sucks. It really sucks. This happened when I was almost 21. And right now I'm in the middle of paying for a waiver to be able to temporarily allow me back into the country, but that's only a temporary waiver. If I want a long-term waiver, that's something else that takes even more money. And now to do all of this, that's like $3K easy, and I'm not made of money. And I also like spending my money on things I enjoy and like collector's editions of things, and if I find deals, right? But I've been trying to prioritize them, so I'm putting a little bit here and there. It's kind of like paying off school. I didn't ever have to worry about that because I dropped out of university. I never really had any school stuff to worry about, which I'm really happy about, but instead it turned out to be immigration fees. But yeah, it really sucks. It really sucks. And I don't want to be 30 when I can finally go back. Thing is I'm almost 27. I'm turning 27 on June 23rd, and it's yeah. Like it's really sad. It's been all this time. Like for a good long time I was actually in denial about it. I was scared. It was kind of like being in that moment where you find that out, like when you're in customs and you're stuck in customs for like 3 hours and they're interrogating you is very scary. It's incredibly scary, and I don't wish it upon anybody. But I had to deal with that, and then I had to be penalized for my parents' actions. Like I said, I won't go into any detail as to why this happened, but it's not ideal. I would love to travel more. I would love to not just do direct flights. It really sucks because it costs more. I can't do transfers. I can't go to PAX East. I can't go to PAX Prime. I can't go to all these things, and it sucks. But I'm sorry. I don't want to be a downer, but I just want to figure it out. You know, I think I have like 1,500 more to go to be able to get this temporary waiver all set, but then I have to wait for Homeland Security to get back to me, and that's like 6 months. They take a long time. Homeland Security definitely does not prioritize you. You are put on a wait list, and you are expected to wait for a very long time. This also means I'm not going to be going to E3 this year, unfortunately. I really want to try and work as hard as I can, especially with these 3 jobs, so I can pay this off by this year, or like get my waiver by this year, so that I can go back, so that I can go and travel next year. But I'm not expecting it for 2015, unfortunately. So I hope you all understand. It's a tricky situation. I've considered various ways of getting this money together because it's not easy. I've considered, you know, even doing like a crowdfunding campaign, but I just don't have the heart to do it. I don't have the heart to do it. So I'm not going to. I'm not going to, but I'm sure, I know I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. So time flies anyway, so it'll get better. Yeah, it's a really lame situation, Robbie. Super lame, because I would love to meet all of you. There's so many of you I want to meet, and whether you're YouTubers or you're fans, like you know, all of you are so cool, and I would love to. I would love to do that. I would love to get to a point on my Patreon where I can just freely go and travel and go to all these cons. That's my current goal on Patreon, actually, is to be able to get funding to be able to at least go to cons around Canada. Just so, because, you know, getting hotels and transportation, everything is really expensive, but I want to meet you guys. I don't want to just always talk to you guys on here or talk to you guys on chat. Like, I really want to meet you guys. So I really want to push to make this happen. So I'm trying. I'm trying. Well, there's someone at the door. I have to go for a second, okay? I have no idea who's at the door right now. Hello, I'm back. Okay, so I was wondering, I was like, who is that? Like, who could possibly be at the door right now? But my neighbors, they're friends, ended up buzzing in at the wrong place. So that's okay, whatever, I let them in. But yeah, so back to things. Yeah, I would love to go to cons around the US or Canada. For now, Canada, obviously, and then hopefully I'll figure everything out in terms of immigration stuff, but I will, you know. I try and stay positive about these things. I don't talk about them often because I want to stay positive, but I like communicating these things with you guys too, because you've helped me through a lot of really tough times. And I feel like I've done the same for you, and I hope I have. And if you do need someone to talk to, know that I generally do that. I do that because I care and I really love you guys. So thank you. Thank you a lot. Don't let them in. Oh gosh. Hi. Thank you, Mel. Thanks for the encouragement. All you guys, it's super encouraging. Man, you seem to have a really troubling past, at least you're not with all of us. I promise to visit you in Canada for Con Bravo. Yes, please. Anyone, if you haven't heard, Con Bravo is a really great con that happens, when does it happen? I think in July, in Hamilton, which is not too far from Toronto, actually. It's a con I've been going to for the past 2 years. This will be my 3rd year, and I love it. It's very retro game heavy, and it's very heavy on video producers in particular. So I want to be an even bigger part of it this year. I really hope to be. I really want to be. Like last year, I ended up doing a panel on like intro to video blogging and stuff like that. So I want to continue expanding on that and just like meeting other video producers and fans and things. So if you can make it out, I definitely suggest you check it out. I wish I could link to it for you guys, but if you just check out Con Bravo, CONBRAVO, then you'll find it and you can check it out for yourself. So yeah. Is your hat 1080p? Taffy, you're funny. Yes, it is. Oh no, that's not good. Yeah, I feel very lucky that everyone in this area is pretty good, so I don't have anything to worry about. And there's only 4 tenants, so it's not bad. You really are an amazing person. You seem so great to your fans, and I really like your videos. Can't wait. Oh, Vivi, you're really sweet. Yeah, but yeah, if there's ever any sort of hesitation or slowdown in terms of content, or slowdown in terms of anything that I say I promised, it's kind of like a reluctance because of all this stress that's been going on. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, I definitely have like post-traumatic stress disorder. I've had it actually for a long time, but there are other things that have given me more of it, I've noticed, and it's not fun, and sometimes it triggers, and I feel like I don't deserve the kind of, how do I put this and not sound weird? It's like I feel like I don't, like I'm a pretty level-headed person, but it's like I almost feel like I don't deserve everything that's happened to me so far in terms of subscriber count, or even in terms of the sort of success I've gotten on Patreon in particular. I find it very crazy, and I tend to kind of go into a bit of a shock, which is not good. That's not good when you're trying to give back. It's not a bad shock. It's a good shock. It's just I don't always cope with it the way I want to, because there's just been so many things that have happened that I'm just like, I'm not used to really good things happening. Like this many good things. Like there's always bad things that happen. No matter how good things might get, bad things always end up happening. And when you are a person who deals with depression, that's going to happen, and you're going to turn into a hermit, even when you feel like you should be your absolute happiest. So it can be really tricky when you're trying to balance out the two. Yeah, it's hard, it's really hard. And that's only like the surface of things in terms of my immigration problems. There's a lot of things that have happened to me that I don't know. I like to think that, hey, this is what made me who I am, and that I should be grateful, and I should really, instead of locking up, I should then push myself to give back that much more. And I give back, but I don't give back as like right away. Like it's usually like I get shocked and then I slowly let it inch in, right? But I just need to just go all out and just do it all. I know I just need to. It'll help me let go of a lot of stress and make me realize that I do deserve it. I do deserve to feel this way because you guys are some of the most genuinely sweet and helpful and understanding people I have ever met. I'm not used to this at all. I'm not used to this kind of kindness. I see it at ANC games as well. I'm just not used to this kind of kindness from people. I've had to deal with a lot of people who take advantage of me. When you're a really nice person and you're caring and you mean well with the things you do, a lot of people are willing to take advantage of you, but you have to have some kind of weakness in you for them to target, right? Almost like they're an emotional vampire or something. I've gotten to a point where I have enough walls up that people don't usually get through that. People don't really get a chance to take advantage of me, but I've dealt with it enough that it's hard. And I'm sure a lot of you have dealt with that too. It's really hard when you're a genuinely nice person and people feel like that they can just do that to you. It's not cool, and you should not expect that. You should not accept it. It's not something that you should just give up on. You should never give up on anything like that. You need to keep pushing forward and keep reminding yourself of what an amazing person you are, because that's something I have to do all the time. I have to be mindful. It's very important to be mindful of this sort of things and just keep challenging yourself, right? And keep finding reasons to live and love life, right? So that's what I'm trying to do. And it works, but it doesn't always work. And you have to accept the fact that things aren't always going to work, right? So, yep, that's life. I'm going to put on some happy music now because I need it. Yeah, Matt, let's all high five each other. High five. I don't even know how would you do that. Hey guys, let's high five. High five. I really would love to do a giant high five. Okay, so if we ever have like a con meetup, or like various con meetups, we need to get together and do like a giant high five together. I think it would be so cool. But it has to be like one of those awesome jumping high fives, and then someone needs to take a picture of all of us doing an epic jumping high five, because it would be incredible. It would be so incredible. It's gonna happen. I know it will. And well, in time it will happen. It will. Yay! High five! I'm happy. That makes me really happy. Yeah. Choir dude, it's not easy. It's not easy to come to terms with that. I think the moment you're willing to come to terms with that, things get a lot better, because you're at least more aware of how you feel and why you feel the way that you do, right? In terms of like mental illness or anything like that. Yay! Hi, Mike. It's nice to see you. Thanks for joining in. Yes. Oh, Vivi, you're so right. Frozen the air shoe from like a Sunday show. Yes. Blake, tips on entering high school. Do your thing. Like what you like. Don't let other people tell you what you can and cannot like, or what you should and shouldn't, or what's popular. If you like something that people think is stupid, keep liking it. You know, I know it's hard. I know that there can be repercussions. You can continue doing those things, and then people will bully you, or people will judge you. But if you present yourself as being confident in yourself, even if you're not totally confident inwardly, if you can be outwardly, and you can show that, you know what, I really don't care. I like what I like, and I stand by that. If you can have that kind of confidence in your interests, in the person you are, a lot of people tend to back off. I noticed that, like, I didn't get bullied very often or very much growing up. Whoops. I didn't get bullied very much growing up because I always had this mentality of just liking whatever I liked. I never stopped liking any of the things I liked, because even if other people told me, and that sort of reassurance I gave myself, maybe people realize that, okay, that's just the way she is. And some people find that endearing, and those could potentially become your friends, right? But you have to be careful of those people too, because some people just want to be friends with you because they, not because they actually care about the person inside, but because they only like the person you outwardly are, right? So you have to be careful of that. That's maybe something to take into consideration, Blank, is that people might use you. People might not like you for the right reasons. And you have to accept the fact that it might happen, right? You have to be wary, but you have to allow people into your life. So I think that's probably the best thing I could offer. But you got to make mistakes in order to become a better person. You got to live through so many hardships in life in order to become you know, much more like, I guess maybe more well-rounded, or you're not always going to be. Some people never do. Some people never learn from their mistakes or never learn from their misfortunes, and they just feel bad for themselves for the rest of their lives. But there's really no point in that. You need to feel strongly about yourself and feel strongly about the person you are, and believe in yourself. And then also have the confidence to believe in others, but believe in people who genuinely care about you. That's the hardest part, right? It is finding those kinds of people. But you will. Just remember that if there's like negative people in your lives, well, I'm talking about any of you right now. But if there's anybody in your life that you feel kind of off about, if there's a way for you to kind of make that person an acquaintance, push them back a little bit, I would. Personally, I would. If you have any sort of hesitation with people like that, and not just hesitation because you're shy, not just hesitation because that person is shy too, but more so because they actually are not very like, ooh, yeah, retro Robbie. High school was a very long time ago for me too. I graduated in 06, just so you guys know. It's not easy. It's not easy, and sometimes you have to kind of feel out a person to see if they're worth it. But if there's like negative people in your life, they aren't necessarily going to bring anything good into your life. If they already don't from the get-go, they might not later on too. But that's also one of those things where it's like you have to make those mistakes for yourself. I can give as much advice as I can, but you have to make mistakes in order to learn, right? You can't just expect to learn through other people's words. Just maybe something to consider, right? Like, I'm so nice to you because all I really get that a lot. But yeah, pushed me in the right direction and pulled me from the rough patch. Know that someday I will completely, absolutely repay you for all you've done for me. To that by becoming a successful journalist, taking what you have given me and give back tenfold, Jake. Jake, I know you've been on my channel for a while, and I really like how open you are. You're super open and you're super cool. I really appreciate it. I'm really happy I could help you, and you've helped me so much. So each of you have, all of you have, not just Jake, but you've all helped me in your own way. You know, even if you're like even if you're a new viewer and you're not as familiar with my channel, maybe check back some of my older weekly vlogs. You'll get a better idea of the kind of person I am. Usually when I do like my top gaming anime lists or my reviews, they're much more, they're very professionally done. I approach it in a very journalistic sort of way because I really love journalism, and that's what I was trained in. I'm a journalist by trade. But when I do these weekly vlogs, what's really great about them is the fact that I get to just be me to a T. You know, like I get to then as well, but it's much more composed. Here I kind of get to like unravel a little bit, right? And I like that. And it gets to be a bit more on the uninhibited side, and you get to see a side of someone that you might not always get to see. So if you're not familiar with my channel, definitely check back some of the older weekly vlogs in addition. You might really like them. They're long, yes, but you get a good dose of a person through them, I feel. So yeah. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Tom Light. You're really good stuff aligning. Rex, usually those individuals could be negative only for you because that's their karma with you. You know, what I will say is that I used to never say this, but I do feel that people that come into your life for a reason. I don't usually believe in that sort of meaning in things, not so much, not to that degree. It's tricky. Man, This is a lot. This is so much. I'm like trying to read your comments and everything too, and I'm just like, oh god, guys. Oh yeah, no. The way that I see it, I'm getting like so emotional on camera, guys. Why? Okay, so this is me just being silly, but I feel like even the negative people that enter your life, they're there for a reason. Because I do feel like, in a sense, the reason why you connect with them is because they are a reflection of a part of you, maybe a part of you don't like, and something that you don't want to face. But the moment you're willing to face those things, the moment you're able to kind of push those things away, kind of like how you're able to push away certain aspects of yourself or move on from certain aspects of yourself. So not necessarily push, because pushing isn't necessarily the right word, but moving forward, being able to like walk past that. It's like being in like a line of, like having a line of people like standing in front of you, and some of them you want to grab their hand and take with you. And then there's other people that you'll stop and stand with, and then you'll walk past them, and they won't continue being a part of your life. That's going to happen a lot. You're going to meet so many people who are just going to enter and exit your life, but you're going to learn something from them. You know, you might not learn something right away, but you will learn something. Yeah. So no, I'm not talking about Facebook. I'm talking about just people in general, like relationships in general. Testing out people, you know, figuring out people, feeling them out, seeing what works for you. Yay, yeah, we need a group hug right now. Yeah, making friends, forming relationships is really hard. It's really hard, but you have to make those mistakes, and you need to figure out who's your acquaintance, who's a good friend, who's not a good friend, who can you know, leave in the dust, who should you leave in the dust, who should you keep with you, who have you left in the dust who you should have kept in your life but you can't go back. You know, it's not worth looking in the past with that sort of stuff. If you made a mistake and you lost a really good friend, and there's no way of getting that back, you got to learn from that mistake, and you got to keep going on and hope that maybe that's something you learned, and you learned how to cherish friends that much better, right? Or maybe you realize like, oh, hey, so the reason why I've been feeling so shitty is because this person only talks about themselves, let's say. They don't care about me. They don't care about the person I am deep down. I still deal with that. I still deal with that, where people only care about my numbers. People only care about the kind of notoriety I get, the kind of like, you know, like Instagram followers I get, or the amount of Facebook fans or Twitter followers I have, you know, or like, oh, she likes these things, but I don't really care about the person who she is. It's upsetting, right? You have to accept that. You have to accept that. You know, I was actually really upset the other day. I didn't think I was going to talk about this tonight. I was really upset. But there was someone who was talking about how they really like my channel, but they were complaining about my thumbnails and about how clickbaity they thought they were. Now, in my mind, the reason why I have custom thumbnails and why I have my stupid face everywhere, because it really is just me smiling in every photo, is it's kind of a reminder to myself to be happy. As silly as that sounds, that's one, I do it because it looks more professional to have custom thumbnails. Two, the reason why I decide to have myself is, yes, it actually does help you get views, but most of all, it's a way for me to smile at the camera and look back at that and be like, you know, I can be happy. I can actually be genuinely happy. And it really sucks. It really, really, really sucks when people go and tell you, don't do that. Why are you doing that? That's so clickbaity. And they judge you for those things. And then they tell you things like, well, my friends won't watch your videos because they hate your thumbnails. Like, that sucks. That really sucks, because it's what's inside that counts, not what's out on the outside. And you don't even understand the context behind those things at that point. It's so upsetting. And I know, you know, maybe that's just like only so many people that you're losing in that case. You know, maybe you're losing like 20 subscribers because of these things. I lose about 20 subscribers a day, I'll be honest, guys. And it upsets me, I'll be honest. I will admit it actually does upset me because I'm like, what am I doing wrong? But then I think to myself, I'm like, well, maybe these people are leaving because they don't actually care about the person I am deep down and the person I genuinely want to show. You know, that's yeah, that's it sucks. It sucks a lot. Elijah, I suck. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's exactly what I needed to hear right now. I suck. I don't know. Like, you guys offer me a lot of encouragement, and I feel like I've been able to do the same for you, right? I just want to be genuine, right? I just want to be able to like form like a sense of self-healing by doing this too, right? And I think a lot of people do that. I think a lot of people do that. It's just, it's upsetting. I've gotten to a point where there's a lot of things in life I've come to terms with where I really don't, in a lot of ways, I really don't care what people think of me, because the person who I am is me, and I can't let anybody change that. You know, and the way I present myself on camera and things I talk about, my passions, I talk about it with, you know, like genuine passion, things that I genuinely care about, whether we're just talking about life or we're actually talking about a video game or an anime or whatever it is, right? But it's kind of a point for me to be this way. I can't be like a personality. You know, I can't be someone totally different on camera. I can't have this sort of like identity crisis, because that's what would happen. I have to be me, and it's just, sometimes it seeps through. Sometimes it really seeps through where you hear people saying stuff like that, like, your content sucks. Why can't you be like this? Why can't you be this way? Why do you have to make, you know, thumbnails the way you do? You don't know me. You have no idea who I am, clearly, and you have no interest in knowing who I am. I try and approach this all in a very mature manner. To be honest, I try and look at it in a very comical manner most of the time, and usually I do. But every once in a while, it hits me so hard, and I start to realize that I'm actually just, sometimes I just bottle things up. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I joke about it. Sometimes when people say that they think I'm like a horrible YouTuber, I'm like, thank you very much. You know, and I laugh it off, right? But there are other times where it's harder, right? It's difficult. And you'll get that if you're a video producer. You'll get that if you're just anybody in life. There's always going to be people who won't like you, and there's nothing you can really do about that. You just have to keep being you. And that's something you gotta really remind yourself sometimes. Sometimes I gotta really remind myself, like, don't listen to those people. It's different from, it's not constructive criticism at that point. It's just people just dishing out on you. You know what I mean? It's a lot more than that. And I know we all deal with it in our own way. So, you know, no one's really alone. You know, I deal with it. Other video producers deal with it. Any of you could be dealing with it. But just never forget to be yourself. I know that sounds so dorky and so cheesy, but don't forget. Don't ever forget. Don't ever, ever forget that. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Robbie. The biggest YouTubers have so many haters. I feel so lucky, guys, that my YouTube channel, considering how many subscribers I have, the majority of the comments are positive. I see a lot of channels that are around my size, or even a little bit smaller, where all they get are negative comments. And sometimes I feel like it's the way they portray themselves, because the way they portray themselves can really reflect the kind of viewers they get, right? Because I try and reach out to you guys, because I talk about my personal life, because I talk about things passionately and with knowledge and just in the best way I feel like that really reflects the kind of people I get here. And I'm really glad that the majority of you actually understand that and that you care about that. Like, it's incredible. You guys are a really big part of my life, a very big part of my life. So not just like in terms of the amount of time I put into my channel, but you're people that I think about all the time. So just know that. I'm extremely grateful for it. So I hope y'all stick around. Really do. I didn't mean to get so sentimental in all of this. This wasn't My weekly vlogs sometimes get this way, I guess. Sometimes, you know, when I'm on camera for long enough, it just happens, right? You can't control that. That's why I like doing weekly vlogs, and that's kind of why I want to do a live stream format, is so you can see it. Like right here, you can see that hesitation. You can see those tougher sides, right? I'm just reading some comments. Step on chat. Thank you. Blank, thank you. Honestly, all you guys deserve a virtual hug right now. I can even type that here. Yay. Yeah, some haters are actually really funny. There's a really, you can really take a lot from what they say, because actually it's really funny with some haters where if you say something snarky back to them, they're like, no, no, I was just kidding. Like, I really like you. It's like, oh, okay. That's how you show your, your kindness, right? Through being kind of mean. I have a coworker like that at ANC actually. He's like such a little shit disturber. This guy, he is so mean to me. And even my coworkers are like, dude, you are so mean to Erica. All you do is like trash talk her, and you always have something to say, you always have some remark to say about her when she says something. But he's like the nicest guy ever. So it's like you have to be able to differentiate that too and realize when people are doing so in an affectionate way. Because that coworker, like, he's there for me when I least expect it sometimes. He's super defensive about, like, when someone hurts me. He wants to protect me, and he's like, he's so funny. He's so hilarious, and I don't mind that. I know that people have their own way of showing this, right? So it's something to take into consideration if you ever did have that issue with people in the past. Not everybody means it to be malicious or childish in the sense that, like, they're actually trying to hurt your feelings, right? So we trash talk each other, and we love doing it. Thanks, Phoebe. Yeah, kindness is a very important thing in life that I don't think a lot of people always take into account. So, or continue on in their lives. I think that a lot of people feel like they need to be, not only do they need to be more assertive, which I have been able to take on, and to know what they want, but also to become colder people. I don't necessarily think you have to be that way. I think you can be a warm person who's assertive, who knows what they want, and can still show that sense of kindness, right? So, hi, Game Master. Hello. That's so cool. Okay. Stefano. No, I actually really do like The Wire. Now, that's the problem, is when you're watching media and you're seeing, um, personalities that don't necessarily match with yours. That's different. That's observing something from the outside, looking at things in hindsight, right? So if there's media, I don't often always agree. Like, let's say with Dexter, for instance. I don't agree with what goes on half the time in that show, yet Dexter's such a likable person in a way. So no, I actually really do like The Wire a lot. I find it very human. I like to observe when people are human to each other and cruel to each other and good to each other too. But when you actually have to deal with it in your own life, there's a lot of self-preservation involved and a lot of self-respect you need to give yourself and a lot of self-love, right? So actually a big fan, yeah. Don't let BB, you're awesome. Rodrigo, Erica, how frequently do you do lives? Do you have a Twitch account? I do have a Twitch account, but earlier I was talking about how I was going to try and figure out how to, like, not how to, but rather to whether or not I should do live streams on Twitch. Right now they're on Google Hangouts. I know there's a bit of a delay. I know it can be kind of cumbersome right now, but I do plan on transitioning my weekly vlogs into a live format like this, just because I want it to be real and I want it to be fun like this. So I'm going to be doing that. I just wanted to get the okay from everybody if that was all right. Of course, that's all going to get archived onto YouTube, so you can watch them later if you do miss any of the live streams. And I think it'd be a really fun and interesting way of expanding, even though I'm a total noob in streams. I think it'll be really fun. So it's Erica Sabo, just like my channel, so it should be pretty easy to find. There's nothing on it yet. Donley, Erica, do you wish you have a booster named Tipo? No, Tipo's annoying. No. Persona 5 is greater than everything else. Shadow Elite, you are funny. You are very funny, because we haven't even played Persona 5 yet. You have full faith in it, and I love that. That's great. One thing I did want to talk about, since I have been talking about YouTube, I did want to give shout outs to some patrons on Patreon who've recently donated to my Patreon. These are Simon Hunter, Jesse Cook, Hollyweeds, and Dustin Lewis. Thanks so much, guys, for donating to my campaign and helping me out here. I know I've said this for a few weeks now. I have a huge backlog. I'm kind of actually trying to pull it all together so I can get everything out in a constant flow. That's really important to me, but I also don't want to keep people waiting, because I do have postcards that need to go out. I do have little vlogs that are going to start coming up again once spring comes, because it's been really nasty weather. It's either cold or it's wet or it's like blah. It hasn't been very fun, but I have a lot of stuff that needs to go out. So just know that if you are a patron and you haven't heard back from me, or if you haven't gotten some things from me, just know that you will hear from me very soon. I have been posting exclusive blog posts and interviews, like I did an interview with the Final Fantasy Live composer Arnie Roth. I randomly found this unpublished interview I did with him, and then I also have an unpublished interview that I did with, you won't believe this, but Nobuo Uematsu. I have no idea how this is unpublished. It was supposed to go in a magazine, and it never ended up going into the magazine, so I have it. So it's going to be going it's going to be on my Patreon, like exclusive. If you are pledging $5 and up, then you'll see it, and you'll see the interview I did with him. It was a phone interview, mind you, but it was a fun interview with the translator. So it was really interesting. Yeah, let's see what's going on here. All the Shin Megami Tensei love. Yeah, Rex, I know the Suikoden series. I don't have 2. I really want it. I played a bit of 1. I have Suikoden 3, and that's all I played. Yeah, can you believe that? I can't believe I frickin' did an interview with Nobuo, of all people, and it wasn't even published. I should have taken it elsewhere. This was years back, like in 2011. So, yeah. Let's see. Spring has really improved. Yeah, weather can really affect you, Jake. I've noticed whenever it becomes winter, I turn into a total hermit. I work hard, but I become very blind towards other things. It's like I get tunnel vision. So even if I am a really hard worker, then I just neglect so many other things around me. But now that spring is coming, I think that's going to change. And I really hope that changes for anyone who has been having a tough winter, because it seems like it's been a tough winter for a lot of people. So no, you're not alone. You're not alone. And if you ever need to talk or vent or anything, like, you got a community of people here who really care. And I can tell you for a fact that I care. So. Cool. Yeah, Anthony, let me know when you get your Patreon page up. That'd be awesome. Does Canada have daylight savings? Yeah, we actually just got it. I'm just getting used to the time change now, except I still stay up really late at night because of it. And I get really tired in the morning. Really tired. Yeah, Vivi, I typically do too. I've been going out a lot more now that it's been getting warmer. But yeah, I was just sitting at home. I saved so much money because of it. I've been spending so much because I'm going out and socializing. And it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, oh, it's like, I guess that's the sacrifice you make is you socialize and then you spend a bunch of money socializing, going out to bars and going out to restaurants and eating, you know, all this stuff, you know. But I'm happier this way. So it's like a little sacrifice worth making, I guess. Blank, can you sing? Yes, actually I can. But okay, if I'm like doing karaoke singing, that's different. I can do that like just whenever, like on command for the most part. But if it's like genuine singing, it's a little trickier. I get a lot more nervous and self-conscious about that. But I do sing, yes. Erica is the ultimate Canuck. Badass. You guys are funny. You and Erica. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really happy about that, Mike. I just want to bring people together. That's, you know, I think my need for that came from my early need of having to do that, like a very early need. I'd mentioned this in the past, guys, but I had a really, really um, dysfunctional upbringing, very dysfunctional. My dad is still an alcoholic, very heavy alcoholic. I'm very lucky. My mom was always the breadwinner in the house. If my mom didn't make as much money as she did, I don't know where I would be right now. I have no idea where I would be. I mean, I never really needed money for university. Like, I would have been fine. I know I would have been fine because I didn't need that sort of education for what I wanted to do. But it was still really tough. And my mom developed some really bad anger issues because of my dad's alcoholism. Like, my dad wouldn't come home for days sometimes. And I was a kid. Can you imagine? Well, I don't even want you guys to imagine being 6 years old and playing video games in your room. My mom would lock the door. My mom wouldn't let me out sometimes because she knew that the moment my dad would come home, that they would fight, and she wanted to protect me. She would lock my door. But it wouldn't stop me from hearing when he did come home drunk. He did all kinds of crazy things. Yet I gave my dad a lot of mercy because he's still my dad at the end of the day. He was never really like a dad, but he's my dad. It doesn't matter, you know, like he wanted to be that figure, but he had a problem. And my mom developed a lot of anger issues, and so I had to deal with a lot of like emotional and physical abuse. Yet I was still in this situation where I wanted to pull everybody together. I wanted everyone to feel comfortable in the house. It was myself, my sister. My sister was always out. My sister was never home. She didn't run away from home. She did once though. But my sister would run away from these problems because she didn't want to face them. So I never really had anybody. I had video games. I had art. I had poetry. I had all of these things. Not so video games are such a big part of my life. But I always wanted to be the glue for people. That sense of kindness just never seemed to go away. I have no idea how. I don't know how I'm not more jaded. I have no idea how I even have the capacity to want to help people. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of crazy, that sort of human potential we have, where no matter how much shit you might have gone through, you can still have that urge and that inner, like that very deep need to want to bring people together. And so, yeah, things right now are not that bad. Things have been bad, but they're not that bad right now. And all I want to do is bring all of you together. That's all I want to do. Is I want everyone to feel comfortable because I know how tough that is. I know how tough it is to feel comfortable in your own skin and feel comfortable with the people around you. It sucks. It really, 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 really sucks. But you just gotta have faith in yourself and in the people around you. So Yes, that does make me feel a lot better. Yeah, I was always the black sheep at home. I was always the one who tried so hard to get along though with everybody, and I could never seem to. I get along with my mom a lot better now. My mom and dad both. I get along with them, and my sister actually. I get along with everyone a lot better now that I don't live at home. Everyone posts magic donuts to lighten the mood for Erica. We support you, Erica. Magic donuts. Oh my god, you guys are so funny. Yeah, Vivi, it's tough, but it's really about seeing the positive in all of it. We all have demons. We all have tough things we need to deal with. No one, I mean, sometimes people actually ask for baggage, but I can tell you right now that I never wanted any of that. But if I didn't experience that, think of it this way. If I didn't experience it, if I didn't experience things the way I have, then maybe I wouldn't be the person I am now. Even after all of that, I was so super naive, right? And I've had to grow up and wise up. So imagine, I know even if you live in a really uncomfortable situation, even if you're really unhappy, imagine yourself in 5 or 10 years. How could that push you to mature? How could that change you? It can change you in a positive way and it could change you in a negative way. That could be a mess. I feel very lucky in that I don't get addicted to things very easily. I don't get addicted to drugs or alcohol. Unlike my dad, and I'm just like, I'm so happy that I don't have those kinds of problems. I'm so happy that I can be a strong person and that I can sort of set an example and even just be insecure with everybody else, right? And just show my weaknesses to everybody else. So just don't forget that. Don't forget that no matter how bad things are, there's something to learn from it, right? Man, this is such a friggin' sentimental episode. This is crazy, guys. This like sounds nothing like the title does. Nothing like it. I bet you guys are talking about Mirror's Edge on here. Oh my god, Mirror's Edge is so good. I'm so excited for the second one, but at the same time I'm really nervous about it because it's like, I hear it's gonna be more open world and I don't really like the sound of that because I really liked how it's kind of like lightly on rails. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Eric, I tweeted something with Game Master 331. Oh, okay. Cat Max, holy shit, I haven't seen you in forever. How are you doing? Please answer me. Okay, more purity ring. Because I need it really badly. There's certain music that makes me feel really good. Purity ring is one of them. Mike, Erica Sabo is greater than CM Punk. No way. Don't say that. That's too funny. I want to be a wrestler or like a mixed martial artist. I've always wanted to learn how to do MMA, like street MMA, to be honest, and do like knife fighting. There was a point after I did parkour where I was like really, really, really close to learning how to do Kali, just Filipino stick fighting. I think I still might do it, but I'm looking at places in Toronto where I can do it. And I really want to get into street MMA. But more like I want to get into like Jeet Kune Do. Actually, I would love that very much. Knife fighting would be really cool too, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Right now, I'm just working out at my friend Alan's gym, and I'm totally fine with that. Vivi, favorite song off Purity Ring. Okay, well, if we're talking about Shrines, their first album, I'd have to say my favorite song is probably Fine Shrine. And then if we're talking about the new album, Another Eternity, I'd probably say, that one's really hard. Stranger Than Earth is really good. Flood on the Floor is really good. I really like Push, Pull, and Heart Sigh, though, too. I don't know. It can go in a lot of different directions, depending. Yeah, Robbie. I am a Bruce Lee fan, actually. That's part of why I want to learn Jeet Kune Do. I think it'd be really cool to do something like that. Sahib, I'm learning parkour. Try to visit monkey gyms, great starting point, or trampoline gyms. I went to one in Toronto. Oh, did you? Cool. Was it the Monkey Vault by chance? Because I went there all summer. I had a really good time, but it's so dangerous. But that's kind of the reason why I stopped, actually. I learned how to vault, and I learned how to climb walls, and I learned how to fall properly. It was great. I love it. And I was learning how to flip, but it's really dangerous. And I don't want to risk really injuring myself because all my friends did. My friend Nick, he injured his wrist, and then my friend JP, he injured his back. And a few months prior, I had fractured my tailbone. So when I was in dance class, and I was just like, oh my God, this is like, no, this is not happening. And I think I had a little bit of a lapse, and I was like, no, I might get really hurt. So it's not going to happen. Jake, where can I find Purity Ring? You can find Purity Ring on iTunes. So check it out. Or go to like your local music store. You'll find it super easy, especially since the new album just came out. They changed Natalia. I don't know anything about WWE or anything like that. I'm going to say right now, I really like wrestling. I think wrestling is very cool. I was actually watching Lucha Underground wrestling. I can't remember the names of the the luchadors, but they were really cool. And I mean, it takes a lot of work. Like, yeah, maybe it isn't real per se, but it's still a lot of work to be able to do some of those moves, and it's really cool. It's like a form of entertainment, right? I really enjoy it, and I enjoy the drama, and it's fun. It's acting. It really is acting with gymnastics and involved in martial arts. I think it's really, really, really badass. Ali, what's your opinion on the Review Tech USA Big Cheese memes? I'm not familiar with these memes, actually. Oh, Vivi, you're leaving? Oh, no. Vivi, goodbye. It was so nice talking to you. Thank you so much for joining, okay? I look forward to talking to you again soon on Twitter or wherever we talk, okay? Game Master, I'm really happy you did too. Honestly, this will be archived, so if you want to watch earlier stuff, it will be up soon. Good night. Erica the Wreck. I think it's, yeah, that's so funny. You guys make me smile. It's not often I smile like this. That stupid smile I get on my face. Although lately I have been happier. I know some of you were saying in my last weekly vlog, they're like, you seem a lot happier now. And I am. I'm actually really happy. I've been surrounding myself with people who make me really, just really feel good. Really, really feel good. I'm actually seeing a guy right now who makes me feel really, really happy and really confident in myself. We have a lot in common. So I mean, it's been a really fun ride. And then I have all my coworkers too at ANC Games who are super amazing. Everyone is really cool, and things are so overall really good. Like the kind of talks I can have with you guys on YouTube, and me liking all the work that I'm doing, and being able to see all these accomplishments that have been coming up. Like, it's just, there's nothing better. There's really nothing better. There's really nothing better. I'm kind of in amazement because these kinds of moments, I get scared about being really happy because I feel like things always happen. Like something bad always ends up happening. And I'm scared that that's going to happen again. I'm like so terrified that I'm going to, because it comes in waves, right? So you might feel really happy right now, but something bad could happen and then you'll feel happy again. And it's just like this perpetual thing. So I'm almost like, it's like I'm waiting for this bad thing to happen, which is not good. I know it's bad. But I'm just wondering what it could be. And I know I should focus on the present, but things have been really good. Lexer, tell us more about this guy. No, no, no. I'll keep it private for now. But I am very happy. I'm very happy with just everything that's been going on in my life right now. So thanks so much, everybody. I just have to remind myself that that hopefully things will stay this way. hopefully things will stay this way for a bit longer, you know. I'm not panicking, don't worry, EC. It's just rather, I don't want to think about what's going to happen in the future, so I'll just stick with the present. Maybe that's a good thing. Izuna, you're my favorite blogger, even though I don't really know about the stuff you talk about. You're just really awesome with your fans. Thank you, Izuna. I appreciate it. It really means a lot. Blank, would you ever play video games with your viewers? Yeah, I just have no idea how to. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know how. I don't play multiplayer very often. And when I do, they're usually all in the same room with me. Like I used to do LAN parties where I would play Counter-Strike and Unreal Tournament, and I would play Team Fortress, and you know, I would play like Gears of War and Battlefield Bad Company 2 and Halo, ODST and 3, and all these things. But they would always be in the same room, or it'd just be me connecting to, you know, like with my friend on their Xbox or whatever, right? But I don't know how to connect with you guys, but I'll figure it out. And like I said, I'm such a noob when it comes to streams and like all of that. I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be a stream, but I'll figure it out. Don't worry. Yeah, Mike. La Milana is great. Oh my God! Yay! Yay! Hello, hello, 8-Bit Duke. It's nice to see you. Thanks for coming by. Aw, Beast Fury, good to see you. It's been a long time, eh? I hope you've been well. Game Master, a general question for everybody and Erica. What's your favorite JRPG? That's hard. That's a really hard one. I want to do like more than one. Can I just like give an abstract list of games I enjoy? I could say Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross. I do not connect the two. Well, you have to a little bit, but most likely no. Final Fantasy Tactics, Game Master, you have very good taste. Final Fantasy Tactics is like one of my favorite games. Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy IX, Rogue Galaxy is another one. I really like the Lunar games. Lunar 2 Eternal Blue, though. Not so much Silver Star Story. What else do I got here? No. There's so many. If we're going to talk about much more unconventional JRPG or RPG, we could say like Shenmue, right? That would be really, I really admire Shenmue and the kind of, like how it kind of changes your idea of RPGs. I think it's a really cool game, and it's a game that I only get to spend a little bit of time with, but when I'm like, I need to spend more time with this and have a better chance of admiring it more, right? I know it's not a JRPG, so don't listen to me. Do I want to say Nocturne? I do, but I don't, because it's just quiet, dark Pokemon game. That's what I call Nocturne. Shimigami Tensei Nocturne. Digital Devil Saga is really good. I really like, oh, so many things. Cyber Mike, yes, I'm a Persona fan. I'm a Mega 10 fan though in general. Too many games. Too many games. Too many games. Erica, specifically, what problems are you running into that prevents you from streaming? I just don't know how to. But also, that's like the blatant truth. I'm going to be completely, I just, like, I mean, I'm doing it right now, right? So, I mean, like, I kind of know what I'm doing. But it's kind of overwhelming because some people are telling me, they're like, well, you need to make sure you have a really good desktop computer if you're going to do this. And I'm like, but I want to stream and play a video game and be able to do them both at the same time and be on camera. And it sounds like that's harder to do than it is, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not so bad. I just need to check out my laptop that I have and just make sure that it's strong enough to be able to do that. I definitely want to have like a setup where I play on one and I stream on the other. You know, I'm gonna do that, right? Maybe I'll stream on this one and I'll play on that one, right? But yeah, I just gotta figure out my setup. I actually really hate my desk setup right now, and that's the thing, is I need to do this with a really nice setup, but I want to do it soon. So it'll happen soon, don't worry. It'll happen on Twitch. And I see some of you have already decided to follow me on Twitch, and I really do appreciate it, even though I haven't even done anything. It's like the most quiet thing ever. It's depressing. But if you do want to follow me, it's Erica Sabo. Same as my my YouTube channel. Let's see. That's really all you need. Make sure you have at least a quad-core processor. I don't have a quad-core processor. That's my problem. So I'm in the middle of like building a PC. I can't talk. I'm in the middle of building a PC, and it's like I'm getting the pieces together, but it's still like it's a little time consuming, and I want to build it myself. I could just like, I don't know, I could just buy a laptop designated towards this, but I don't really want to. I want to build. I want to challenge myself and build this. Thanks, Erica, for the bit replay. Ah, what's going on here? No, I don't have Conker's Bad Fur Day. Oh, it's so funny. We had a copy of Conker's Bad Fur Day, ANC Games, and it was like the creepy pasta Conker's Bad Fur Day, because it was like the funniest cartridge ever, and it was the most horrifying one too, because it's like the whole label's ripped, so it's just like white. And then someone decided to write Conker's Bad Fur Day on it, and then they like, in marker, in like Sharpie, they put black, like a black line underneath and on top, and I'm just looking at it. I posted this on Instagram too. My Instagram's Erica Sabo as well. And I posted a picture of it, and I was thinking to myself at the time, like, it's like there's like some kid's soul trapped in this cartridge, and anyone who buys it is gonna be screwed. It was hilarious. I always like tried to get customers to buy. I'm like, hey, so do you want like a haunted cartridge? I think you'll like this. So that was like really fun. That was really ridiculous. Okay, I have 4 gigs of RAM. I have more than that even. Yeah, I'm sure streaming is easy. I'm sure it is. I'm kind of a dunce when it comes to that. So I like to learn. Some people have made it seem a little bit more overwhelming than maybe it actually is. So. I just want to read what this comment. I'm like trying to like scroll through this, but yeah, I'll definitely need 2 computers, and I'm totally fine with that. It's no problem. I'll catch you next time, whoever just said goodbye. Crap. This is hard. I don't get it. Blank, why do you use your name for your username? Because I want to be completely public. This is what I did when I was a journalist. I used my name. I didn't go under some moniker. I used my name. And I still consider myself a journalist. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm not really worried about building the PC. That part's going to be easy. It's just, I don't know, just new territory. You know what I mean? I like challenges. What are people saying? Yeah, I do use the Hapag rocket, actually. Where's your cider, Erica? Oh, Rex. Oh, are you the one who said no? Damn it. It's so hard to scroll through this. This is why I'm like definitely want to switch over. Rodrigo. Okay. Thank you. Even if you're not here right now, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to be sticking around, everybody, for like another 30 minutes or so. I just want you to know. Oh, Jesus. I have like no idea what just happened in the chat right now. This is crazy. Yeah. I don't know why people are talking about my Hapag rocket review, but if you want to check it out, I think you should. You see, I know how to like do video capture. I know how to do all these things. I kind of wish I had my Elgato still, because it had like a Twitch component to it, so you could like immediately stream to Twitch, and it was like so convenient. I have another one right now, actually. I have the HD PVR2 that I got to review. I've been tinkering around with it, not enough clearly, but I'm going to be doing since we are talking about it, like PVRs and things like that, but I'm going to be doing an unboxing for this and just tell you about what it's like, how it works in comparison. It's much more like the Elgato. It's not as good if you're looking for something on the go. I much prefer something on the go like the Rocket. I love the size of it. This thing's kind of a monster. But you'll see. You'll see. I'll be posting this soon. I really appreciate it, and everyone at POG who sent this over to me. But that's going to be happening. That's going to be happening. Man, people are so loud outside. Jeez. So many people. I'm so hungry, guys. What? Oh my god, Carrie. Gears of War collection coming to Xbox One. Why do I not have an Xbox One? Oh. Oh my god. I don't have an Xbox One. I used to, and I would play Titanfall, and it was super fun. Yeah, luckily I have a Windows Duke, so I should be fine. Blank. Yes, I do play shooters. I mentioned earlier I started with like LAN parties when I was like 15, 16 years old. I played Counter-Strike and Unreal Tournament. And then when I got older, I was playing a lot of Gears for Horde mode in particular. Halo 3 and ODST, Battlefield Bad Company 2. I was the best medic ever. I would defib people to life and death, and it was wonderful. And I kind of fell off the bandwagon after that. I did play some like Team Fortress 2, but I fell off the bandwagon, so I don't really play that kind of stuff anymore. But I mean, if the Gears of War collection is going to be coming out on Xbox One, and if I do actually end up getting an Xbox One, then you can be sure to see me, you know, taking care of some locusts. I certainly will in Horde mode, I can assure you that. I really, really do like shooters. I don't know, I just don't play them that much anymore, so. Oh, yeah, the first one I actually got was the Wii U. But everyone's a little bit different, so. I want to get the PS4 specifically for the indie games that are going to be coming out on it, but I can wait a little bit longer. No, Menace. I don't play like WoW or League or anything like that. I'm more of a single player person unless I'm playing shooters. I get really addicted to things. I love this Ghost with the Toast. Do you like little fast food video game merch? I have those Burger King Pokemon. Oh my god, yes. I have those Pokemon, and they are awesome. They are so awesome. It's so great. I love your name. You have really, yeah, that's awesome. That makes me so happy. Oh my god, Lamalana. Oh, Lamalana EX is coming to PC. Damn. Mike, thank you so much. That makes me really happy. I love playing this game on my Vita. I'm gonna be honest. I am like so hella lost. I totally forgot my way around this game. It is really pathetic and sad. Considering the last time we played was on the Wii, on WiiWare. That was what, like 2 years ago now? But it's really great taking it on the go. But there's something about playing on a PC that just feels right. Because that's how I started. When I played La Mulana, I played the original one on the computer. It was phenomenal. Same with Cave Story too. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Dude, I used to have a Super Mario Bros. 3 McDonald toys. Yes. I'm sorry, I didn't even like answer your question, Ghost Toast. Ghost with the Toast. Yeah, I had a lot of the Pokemon. I had so many of them. I don't know where any of them went. It's so sad, but I love them. Especially that first wave. They were so cool, and how you could get all 151. Remember I had the plush Pikachu, and then I got Mew, and I had Mewtwo. There were just so many cool ones, and you had like, I think they had cards, and you could get those gold cards. It was beautiful. It was like heaven. I really wish they made toys like that still, but no way would they put that much money into that sort of stuff. No way. Such a shame. Okay, what's going on here? Yeah, Lava Lana 2 is gonna be so tight. I can't wait. It's gonna be so good. Muppet Babies. But I also remember like the teeny beanie babies. I used to like my mom and dad would drive me to the McDonald's so I could get as many of them as I possibly could. And I like completed my collection a couple times. There were some crazy antics I went on just so I could complete my collection, even at an early age. So this is something that just kind of carried on in my life when I got older. Now I just pay for everything myself. Oh boy. Oh, I would say get the 3DS first. The 3DS has a lot of really good games. The PS4 is going to take a little while before you get those games you really want, probably. Oh my god. Yes, Ghost with the Toast. I always wanted those KFC Pokemon plushies. Oh, oh my god, no way. Wasn't, oh my god, don't you dare. Don't, I can't believe this. Um, which ones did I know there was like Zubat. I always wanted Zubat. There was also the Vulpix, the Dratini. So Dragonair is like one of my favorite Pokemon. Dratini, they had Dratini and everything. It was just like, they had Seal. That's right. Oh, yeah. You want to message me? Goes to the Toast. Message me on Facebook, Twitter, wherever. I want to hear from you because those toys are incredible. They are so incredible. I was so sad I never got any of those KFC Pokemon toys, but they were wicked. Oh, okay. No, Mike, that's okay. But I would love it if Lamalana EX did come to PC. It will happen. We all know it'll happen. We gotta wait for it to happen. I think you find it fun to say ghost with the toast. I do. Ghost with the toast. It's way too fun. Okay, just a second, guys. I'm just like reading through your comments and like trying to like catch up with everything. Okay. Taffy, what? You want to send me some K? Oh, I can send you some KFC chicken. Oh, that would be really horrible if you sent me some of that. That would be ridiculous. Aw, Anthony. Kindred spirits. Yeah, Dave, you're totally right. Stop the console war bullshit. Just play what games you like on what console you like. Thank you so much. This is what I was talking about earlier, guys. Like what you like. Don't let other people tell you what to like and what not to. You know, I mean, you guys can have as much fun as you want with these whole console wars bullshit. But at the end of the day, there's something you want to play, and it's on a particular console, and you actually want to buy that console no matter what people tell you. You go and you get that console. Maybe not right away because obviously money is involved, right? But I will say that follow your heart. Always follow your heart with that. Don't let people push you around. Win the lotto. Yeah, I wish. Like, what's your favorite anime, Jen? 90s anime? Is that kind of what you mean? I typically gravitate towards 90s anime. I don't know if there's like a particular name for that, Jen, but I typically go for that. Let's see. Let me see. All right. Are you planning on seeing Whiplash? The movie digs into it until the very end, thinking about it for the past few days. I've heard so many things about Whiplash. I want to go see it really badly. So soon. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, Dawnlight, love your Vita. Sony is really dumb right now for not putting more stuff out on the Vita. Like they are, but they're so like I don't know. They're so few and far between. We're gonna see more eventually. Yes. Aw, Duke. I have a soft spot for Gundam Wing too. I can't help it. Yeah. Even though sometimes it didn't really make sense and sometimes it was very drawn out. It's very good. Or Ishika for Vita. It looks interesting. No, I haven't, but a lot of people actually told me about it. Or Ishika looks really good. Dave, Erica, do you get upset when some anime like Frozen or some animes like Frozen are almost hentai like in their overt sexuality? Like what? I don't know. Not necessarily. I don't mind hentai to be honest. I'm gonna be completely honest. If that's what the creators wanted to make, then they can do so. I think some of them are very funny. If you guys didn't know, I actually have a Bible Black uniform. So there's another little secret. So I don't mind it at all. I'm like super open about all that kind of stuff. So yeah, yeah, the PC gaming master race bullshit thing. That's so true, Mike. Play games on the PC, good. Don't ruin gaming experiences for us. Yeah, I mean, if you play on the PC, go ahead, play on the PC. But if you meet someone who likes to play on the console or likes to collect retro games and actually likes to own them and not just own ROMs, you gotta respect that. You gotta accept the fact that not everyone will have the same opinion as you. Because it's not even about PCs and consoles or anything like that at that point. It's about people wanting to be right. And you can't always be right because there's not always one answer, right? Have I watched Guilty Crown? A little bit, not very much, blank. Ghost with the toast. What video game characters do you think are the cutest? What video game characters do I think are the cutest? The cutest. I think Sophie's very cute from Grace's F. I think she's adorable. Her freaking hair is like incredible. I think she's really adorable. I'm trying to think who else is super adorable. Chie is pretty freaking adorable in her own little tomboy way. Who else? Because the thing is, sometimes they're almost too cute. They're so cute that they're like, blah. Like, I don't like how cute you are. You're a little too much. What's her name? Um, Eiko from Final Fantasy IX. I thought she was cute in a very little girl kind of way. But I thought that Princess Garnet Dagger is incredibly cute. If there's gonna be any character, like video game character, that I have like an utter crush on, it's probably Dagger. You know, like I like her for a lot of reasons, as I mentioned in my top female video game characters videos. But I really think she's really pretty, and I would totally date her. I would totally date her. Let's see. Oh yeah, Momo's adorable. Oh my god, that's a really good one, Stefano. Fruits Basket. I was just talking about Fruits Basket. Marie is very cute too. But she's not really cute. Like she's, I don't know. I find her very, I don't know if I would call her cute per se, but I think she's very attractive. And I like her. And I like how brooding she is. So, um, the only girl you need to know is Chie from Persona. Yuko oh no. Wait, Yuko Asao? I have no idea what this is. From Valis? Okay, so Mike, I have no idea what you're talking about. From the Valis series? Oh my god! I could be her. This is so funny. This is so crazy. I really like old school anime a lot too. Or just anything. Mugen Senshi? This is what? I'm like so confused right now. This is so interesting and intriguing. Mike, thank you so much. She's so pretty. I would love to. Oh my god. Well, I mean, I did a cosplay of Yuri from Dirty Pair, which turned out really well. I would gladly do a cosplay of this girl, but I would want to read up on her. I don't just do cosplays just to do cosplays. Like, I actually need to know the characters. So that's so funny, Mike. We're like twins. Like, when I actually make myself look good, we could potentially look like each other. Right now, I'm like not even wearing makeup, so I just did not try today. I was like, nope, Erica, you're not gonna wear any makeup, and you're gonna look kind of dingy today, but that's okay. Sometimes you have to have your lazy days, right? Yeah, Sylvan. I have watched Fate Stay Night, the old Fate Stay Night with all the funny things. So many funny things. It wasn't really that good, I don't feel. Maybe Type Moon people will grill me about that, but I think it was that good. I really liked Fate Zero though. I thought that was really good. I haven't watched the new Fate Stay Night though. I'll have to check that out. Carrie, do you have an interest in Norse mythology? I do, but I don't know anything about it. I'd be very interested in learning more about it, definitely. I'm always interested in that sort of stuff. Oh, grunge. Thank you. I look like a little girl. You guys would never believe I'm 26 going on 27 in June. Never. No, nobody should Pokemon anything. I'm screen capping that. Hey, okay, good. I should donate Valis 1 and 2 on the Sega Genesis one to Erica. Is it a game? I only like briefly looked into the character. Whoa, really? Oh my god. Okay. I need to like just look for these though, Mike. I'm gonna look for these somewhere. My cat is giving me like the most loving look ever. She's like, I love you, I love you, I love you. She's so sweet. Maybe she wants to sit behind me. Hey, hi girl. No, I guess not. Okay. Yeah, I know. BNK. I look a lot younger than 26. Blank. What's up? Did you say something and I totally missed it because of the lag? I'm sorry. What are you guys even talking about? How do you get a Pikachu onto a bus? No one should Pokemon in front of your like for what? Oh, poke. Ah, you're funny. You guys are funny. Game Master, what do you think about the anime Sakuraso no Pat no Kanojo? I don't know. I don't think I've seen that one. Nah, Mike, that's not old at all. Are you kidding me? You're as old as you feel. That's what I always say. I wonder what it's like inside a Pokeball. You guys are really funny. No, I'm not trolling, Sahib. I wish I was 18. That would be so cool. I guess like, no, actually, I wouldn't want to be 18 again. I'm pretty happy with my age. This is probably the happiest I've been in a very long time, actually. So And I mean, I did have some happy moments, definitely. I'm not like saying that those times I was happy, I wasn't actually. But right now, I feel pretty damn happy. Do a GameStop dumpster diving video? I should. That'd be really funny. I wonder what I would find. I'd find like all of the Legend of Zelda guides that they had to rip up, which they already did, so I don't know. Oh, Kanan. No, I haven't. I haven't seen that one. I don't think I have by Typhoon. Yeah, I haven't. Oh, Ultimate Muscle. What's Ultimate Muscle called again? I was just searching for that game on the um the NES, like, or not the NES, the Famicom. Um, that was such a fun show, but it was better in Japanese. Uh, Kinnikuman. Kinnikuman, yeah. He was so creepy looking, though, I gotta say. He kind of gave me some nightmares. Oh, good night, Game Master. Thanks so much for tuning in. That was really awesome of you. I'm from the Kanto region. Well, I would actually prefer to be part of the Johto region. I don't even know what you guys are talking about, but yes. Oh, Alexis Van Buren. Hi, Erica Zabumafu. Good night. Are you going to bed? Or are you here? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Okay, well, hello, goodbye. Yes, blank. I noticed you. What do you want? Erica needs to do a video with the multi-tap guys. I don't even know who those are. Those people I should know? No. Rex, what are you talking about? Claymore anime instead of just manga? No. No. The animes, no. I would much rather just read the manga for Claymore. When I first read that, when I was on Manga Pod, I was just like amazed. I was like, wow, this is like incredible. This is really incredible. And I want this in my life for the rest of my life. It was just that good. It was really incredible. But I still am in the middle of reading it. It's kind of long, you know? Yay! Thank you, BNK. Oh, it's not 11:11 though anymore, Blink. It's 11:17. I didn't make a wish in time. I hope you guys made a wish on 11:11, or if it's gonna be 11:11 soon, I hope you can. Oh, okay. Yes. Good day, Alexis. It's actually nighttime, but I just wanted to make sure you weren't leaving. I was like, no. Although I will tell you that we are at the 2-hour, 40-minute mark, which is really crazy. Time just flew by. But I'm going to cut it at 3 hours, I think. I just want you all to know. The Winged Sparrow. Does Erica prefer C. Catherine or K. Catherine? What do you think? Curious. Although I'm pretty sure you can kind of get an idea on who I like more. Maybe, maybe not. I that could be fun. I don't really like I don't really like K. Catherine. I like C. Catherine better. I always prefer C. Catherine. Where is everyone from? Yeah, where is everyone from? I'm from Toronto. Where's everyone else from? That's a very good question. Menace. No, I will not pee in a bottle, Stefano. That's very dirty, and I don't do that kind of stuff on my channel. Okay, Jake. So Erica, how did you transition from a high school to adult life? What was your initial reaction to the change and such? I've been trying to get a grip on this idea recently. I'm a sophomore, by the way. Oh my God, Alexis, you're so. Okay, that's really creepy. Tell me what you feel. That's really creepy. Okay, I'm gonna get nightmares. You're such a demon, Erica. You guys are funny. Okay, so it was actually really hard for me to transition from high school to adult life, but it kind of got thrown right at me. It was thrown right at me. I was thrown right into the deep end. I realized that none of the friends I'd made in high school were lasting friends. Everyone kind of turned their back on me over an incident that really sucked. This is like the heaviest episode ever. I don't even know if I want to go into full detail about this, but everybody lost total faith in me because of something that I had no control over. I was basically a victim. And everybody just, I don't know, just stopped talking to me. I was shunned. And I was already in the middle of figuring out my move to Toronto because I was accepted to Ryerson University for journalism. And so for me, my transition into adult life was me starting with a blank slate and moving back to Canada. It might not be the same for you. You might not have a blank slate. You might be lucky enough to not have a blank slate, but I did. I had to. And then it's like you have to start your whole life over again. So it wasn't ideal, but I'm really happy that I was given the option and the ability to start all over again. So Dawnlight, Erica, I can relate to you too. Yeah, yeah. I'm really starting to hear that, Dawnlight. It really sucks when everyone who you thought you were friends with ends up just not being your friends, turning their backs on you. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'd call myself an exile. Oh my God, that's so funny. Crash and burn 999. I'd eat Erica if I was a Titan. That way she could be part of me forever and ever. Menace, did you finish university? No, I'm a dropout. I dropped out after my first year of journalism school at Ryerson because it just wasn't for me. I was already a journalist prior. I went to school when I was like 21. Everyone around me was like 17. And you don't get treated the way that you want to be treated when you're 21 and you're in school and everyone else is younger than you. And I don't know. I don't know. It just didn't work for me. Blank, visit me. If you live in Toronto, visit me. I work at ANC Games on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. I'm sure you will find me there sometime. So please do. But yeah, no, I didn't go to university for very, very long at all. I just realized it wasn't for me and that I make my own best boss. So I just kind of went with that. And it turned out for the better. So I like being my own boss. Erica is the Jedi exile? What? You guys are crazy. She's the undercover Jedi. You guys are very funny. I have no idea where you come up with these ideas. You better serve as her minion if I did right. What if I was a Titan? Holy shit, guys. I don't know. I'd probably be like the loving Titan. The intelligent Titan that would not want to like eat people. I would hope not. She brings hope to the lost. Damn. Anthony, when I graduated from high school in 2008, I had to disband from all of my friends since my stepmother was over-controlling me going to another college. That's really unfortunate, Anthony. But you know, we all got to deal with these things, and we come away from them as better people, right? So, Stefano, doesn't the term dropout have a negative connotation? Maybe to some people. It all depends on who you are. I'm proud of being a dropout, though. I'm very proud to be a dropout because for me, that was me having the confidence to be like, I think I can do this by myself. I also commend anybody who can go through university completely and actually do it. I can't. It's like being a bird in a cage. I can't. Some birds, maybe they can deal with it. Some birds can't. They just want to fly away, right? And I just wanted to fly away. So that's my life. Jake, you are a weirdo. Stefano, what do you do if you feel ignored? I do get a little upset, but for the most part, I mean, those people clearly are not important enough in my life. They're not worth my time. So I usually step away and I move on to people who are more positive. People who are worth my time, people who do actually care about the things I have to say, and I care about the things they have to say, and we can do it mutually, right? Attack on Erica. Yeah, Dave. You're totally right. Bill Gates was a dropout, and he's now a billionaire. Also, Albert Einstein was a dropout, and look at the genius he became as well, right? Or he was, even. Menace, Erica, be proud because you're doing what you want. Uni isn't for everyone. I didn't go back until I was 27. Yeah, it really isn't for everybody. And honestly, like I said before, I commend anyone who can actually do it. I don't have that kind of patience. I have patience, but not that sort of patience. So I just got to go and just do things, right? I don't know what's happening to my voice right now, man. Dude. Oh. You can eat me, Erica. Toast with the toast. That's hilarious. Dude, I miss college. I wouldn't have traded it, but it isn't for everyone. And honestly, there are times where I go, did I really need this? And now I'm so bored with the dull life, I want to go back to school. Sometimes I feel that way too. I want to go into like different certificate programs, Duke, like really badly. But then I'm like, but that's more money. I don't know. Like I wanted to go into like graphic design, right? But it's more money. Oh, you went into A&C? But sadly didn't see you. Aww. Okay, well, try one of those days. Try Thursday. Tuesday, I usually work in the mornings. Thursdays, I work in the evenings. And Sunday, I work all day. So blank. If you can, like, definitely come and, like, check out the place, and we can hang out and stuff and talk. Alexis, you're so funny. I don't want to look like a creepy old man. I just want to kiss with tongue. No tongue kissing. None of that. Some of you are really strange, but I enjoy it because we're all kind of weirdos. Aw, thank you, Grunge Guy. I really appreciate it. It's always really nice talking with you. You've been around for a long time, and you've offered me a lot of support from, like, for a very, very long time. I can't even believe it sometimes when I think about it. So I appreciate that. I think it's bad now, Erica. Wait till you're my age, 55. People ask you what you like, and you say, I'm a gamer. I guess so, Dave. I want to be a gamer my whole life. I hope I age well. I really hope I age well. We'll see. Maybe, you know, it'll be my personality. My personality will shine. I hope. I'm going to be like a weird old woman. ANC Games. I come to Toronto every summer. I'll pop in and say hi this summer. Please do, Menace. That'd be really cool to see you. Like, did you see the anime store close to ANC? Yeah, Anime Extreme. I've been going to Anime Extreme for a long time. I really like that place. Yeah, I think if we taste Eric, will be an amazing taste by the love of the maker. What? All this talk of eating and cannibalism is scary. Y'all gonna get the hunger. I think you're right, Duke. They're all gonna get it. No, I'm never planning on stopping. Never, ever, ever, Dave. I'm gonna get video games for the rest of my life, and I'm gonna game for the rest of my life, and I'm gonna watch anime for the rest of my life, because like when I was young, my parents told me I would grow out of it, and I still haven't, so I don't think I'm going to. Winged Sparrow, does Erica have a favorite book? I don't know necessarily if I have a favorite book. I really like, there's this really great surrealist book that I enjoy called Hebdomerus. I like very challenging literature, and that's definitely one of them. And then I really like anything by Haruki Murakami. Murakami is really great. I really like, I don't know, there's so many, but I like the Wind Up Bird Chronicles is really good. After Dark is really good. I even liked IQ84. I thought it was really, or 1Q, I don't even know, but I thought it was actually really good. Yeah, there's so many. I don't know. Those are just like a few, I suppose. I really like, there's this really awesome cyberpunk book that I like called Altered Carbon. I love it. It is so good and it has some really amazing technology in it and it's just so cool. I love it. But I also like Philip K. Dick a lot. I like his work on like Scanner Darkly. Um, and the stigmata of, I don't even remember the name. The three stigmata of Elder Palmerich. I want to say that's what it is. I'm pretty sure it's something like that. Dang it. Why can't I remember? Oh, I have the book, but I'm too, how do you put it? Lazy? I think that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, sorry. I'm so silly. It's the three stigmata of Palmer Eldritch. That one's really good if you're looking for more pulpy sci-fi. I also really like Neuromancer and like Mona Lisa Overdrive by Gibson. I'm a big cyberpunk fiend. Huge cyberpunk fiend. Yeah, Palmer Eldritch. Thanks, guys, for like correcting me and helping me. Lots of my friends say anime is immature. How do you deal with that? I just don't care. I just like, screw that. I like what I like. A lot of people tell me that. My sister tells me that. My sister is like, she and I are like black and white. She tells me, she's like, when are you going to go back to university? She's like, when are you going to stop watching anime? When are you going to stop playing video games and actually be an adult? And I'm like, I am an adult and I'm having a lot of fun being an adult. So I'm going to keep living my life like this because this is how I like enjoying my life. This is how I like living my life. This is the way I want to live my life. So just accept it. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's funny. So funny. So that's me answering your question, Blank. Oh, yay! Everyone's telling their age. Yay! I like how someone's like, I'm 19. Where do you see the future of gaming in like 10 years from now? Do you think they'll become less or more innovative? BNK. You know, I actually did an interview about this, about the video game industry. I would like to see a mixture between digital and tangible media still. I don't want it to become completely digital. I don't think it will, personally. I think that the video game industry will be just as prevalent. It's soaring right now. It's like surpassing other forms of entertainment, even in business. So it's, yeah, I think it's only just going to continue growing and growing and growing. I think what's really interesting, especially in terms of more graphics, I find it so funny how when you think about the N64 and you're like, wow, this looks so realistic, or like in the PS1, and then now we look at it and we're like, wow, that looks so fake. And then I remember playing games on the PS3. I was talking a few days ago to someone about Heavy Rain and how realistic that looked. And now I look at it and I'm like, this doesn't look that realistic. And you're like, oh man, it's going to happen again. That we think look realistic now, they'll only continue getting better. So in terms of graphics, I think it'll only continue getting better. It's just we have no idea what to even imagine in our heads, right? There's still so far to go. There's so much technology to create and to explore, right? Hey, 8-Bit Eric! Decided to jump on here and listen in. Having a lonely Saturday? No, don't have a lonely Saturday. Aw, man. There's like a lot of people on right now. I was supposed to finish up in 4 minutes, but I don't think I want to. I don't think so. Shadow Elite, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm doing good. Aw, no, Blank. Enjoy your youth. I wish I was 13. I wish I was young. That would be 8-Bit Erica. You guys are funny. You guys are so funny. No, growing up is good. I was just talking about this earlier, that you need to go through the hard times in order to become a better person in the long run. It's important. You guys, 8-Bitrica? Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now that we all know each other's ages, can we know everybody's criminal records regarding cannibalism? Jacob. Yeah. So we've had some really interesting talks that I may or may not have been a part of in terms of like cannibalism, I guess with Attack on Titan and other things. Donut. I think Erica's gonna have a donut when the stream is over. Actually, I can't. It's 11:30 at night over here, and the Tim Hortons is closed. So no donuts for Erica. Not tonight. Maybe another time. Maybe tomorrow morning before I go to work. I'm working 12 to 6 tomorrow at ANC, so that should be fun. Should be good. I actually really like working there. I don't make it sound very fun, but it's actually going to be really fun. I know I'm going to be really tired, so that is what it is, right? Aw, Luxor, that's really nice. I really appreciate that. You know, honestly, in terms of, you know, like share, if you like my channel and if you feel like you have friends who might like it too, share it with them. Retweets are some of the best things for that I've noticed. Honestly, it really helps just build exposure, right? Because like with my channel, it's like I just really, like I said before, I just really want to connect people together. I want everyone to feel good. I want people to feel comfortable in this environment, in an environment where they don't have to feel threatened by anybody. I want everyone to be happy, and even if you're not happy, to remind yourself that you're in a safe space and you're in a place where you can talk about your feelings, right? Because earlier I was doing that and just breaking down, right? You have to let yourself, and that's why I like doing these live stream weekly vlogs. I feel like this is really going to help. I think this is really going to help. Gas station donuts. We don't have gas station donuts here, Eric. Unfortunately. I don't even know where the nearest gas station is in Toronto. Timmy's? Yeah, Tim Hortons is really good. Matt, what if I only have half the requirements? I like your channel but don't have any friends. That's fine. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, like the thing is we're in a time and place now where the internet can give us a chance to make friends online. It's good to try and make friends in person. I will admit that. But it's not totally necessary when you have friends online. You just need to be just as cautious with those people as you do within like real life friends too. It's really important that you be careful because people will always try and take advantage of you. There's always going to be people like that. You just have to accept the fact that you'll have to live and learn and figure things out for yourself, right? It's just tricky. I don't know. I feel like I experience that so much. Not so much anymore necessarily. I don't feel like people will take advantage of me, but sometimes, even now, I do get the feeling like people only like me for status, right? But I do have like a genuine fondness for all of you, and I think that all of you are really amazing people, and I'm really glad that we can talk together and we can express ourselves so freely, and you know, just maybe be able to figure ourselves out through it all, right? So, yay! Okay. Eric, can you like send me some donuts, please? I would really like some. I do have a McDonald's by me, so I could get like a sundae or something. Oh yeah, Retro Robbie, you're right. 7-Eleven does have donuts. Nearest 7-Eleven is like a 5-minute bike ride from me though, and I don't really feel like riding my bike right now. To be honest, guys, I didn't even eat dinner. I'm horrible. Like, I'm really bad. I had 2 peanut butter sandwiches today, and that's it. I had 2 peanut butter sandwiches. Damn it. And I had a bunch of Oreos. I clearly don't know how to feed myself. But instead I talk to you guys, because I like talking to you guys. Duke, what? Someone tweeted me asking if they could rub their face on my beard once. Awkward. Oh boy. 50-piece nuggets right now. Do it. No. Maybe I'll get chicken nuggets, but they're so good. Oh my god, that would be delicious. Dawnlight, is your town sketchy at night? It depends on the area. Actually, my area is getting a lot nicer. So I've lived in this apartment for 4 years now, and I don't really have too many problems with it. It's actually pretty cool. So 2 dinners already. I wish I had 2 dinners. Me too. I have not had dinner. I had like Doritos and Oreos. Blank eats real food. Don't follow my example. I'm horrible. Oh no, guys, I don't want to talk about Gamergate. I really don't. We're not talking about Gamergate here. Okay, if there's some things that we will not talk about here, it will be Gamergate. It will not be Anita either. I just don't want to. I'm a super neutral person. I'm very gender neutral person. I'm just very much like, I just want everybody to get along. I don't want people to feel like they're secluded. And so I'm not going to talk about that. So instead, we're going to talk about food, and we're going to talk about our feelings, and we're going to talk about how to unite each other, and we're going to talk about gaming and anime and all the things we love just for the sake of loving them and why we love them, right? That's what we're going to talk about here, and that's what we've been talking about here. So not drama. I don't need drama in my life, so we're not talking about that. So we're going to talk about Oreos and chicken donuts. We were talking about pizza donuts. Corey and I were talking about pizza donuts. Oh, pizza donuts would be pretty good. But can you imagine a pizza where the crust and the bread part is all like cake donut? That'd be crazy. That you would get like the worst heartburn ever from that. That'd be really horrible. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We're going to talk about eating our feelings, yes. Aw, no, wing sparrow, but being eating nutritious is really good. To be honest, I really like grain bowls a lot, like quinoa bowls. They're just so freaking delicious. It's so easy to make them really flavorful and tasty when you put like sweet potato in there, and you put cilantro, and you have some really nice dressing, and then you have like all these yummy things. I really like that kind of stuff personally. I know maybe some people don't find that tasty, but I do. I can hear myself getting type 2 diabetes in the description of the pizza donut. Indeed. Indeed. There's $1,000 pizza out there? What? That's crazy. Why is it $1,000, Blank? Tell me. Ew! Why would you want, ew, Dorito flavored Mountain Dew? That's horrible. Benny, you're here! Sweet! Okay, you missed a lot. You missed like 3 hours of content, dude. That's okay. It'll be archived later. I just made a pepperoni and marshmallow pizza. It's pretty good. Actually, Ghost, you make a really good point with that. It reminds me of I was watching the TMNT pizza challenge with the Angry Video Game Nerd. It was so funny, and they tried out marshmallow pizza, and the marshmallow is kind of gross because it sucks up all the oils, but it seemed really delicious, so I would eat it. Oh gosh, you guys. I'm so hungry now. Chocolate flavored laptop. I would totally take a bite out of my laptop. That's nuts. Oh my god, are you really Grunge Guy? Good job. I swear, like the old TMNT was so good. I have the first season and it's just awesome. I need more of it. Ever had Pepsi flavored chips? No, and I don't want to. Oh my god. Robbie, are you serious? I love that game. Illusion of Gaia is so good. I don't hear a whole lot of people talk about that game. Not a lot at all. I don't know where that came from, but that makes me very happy. That makes me really happy to hear that. Menace. I really wish I could have met AVGN there. I actually met AVGN at ANC Games back in 2011, though. I got to see him, and he signed my Rolling Rock tall can. I actually really like Rolling Rock. And he signed my my cartridge Faxanadu, because Faxanadu is one of my favorite NES games. So super cool of him. He is a very cool guy. Oh my god, I love sriracha sauce, Mike. Yes, I will have all of the sriracha sauce. You know what? Actually, I can have something really delicious at home, and you know what that is? It's a grilled cheese sandwich. I have the fake cheese. I call it fake cheese. It's not fake per se. It's just the Kraft square cheese things, you know, the ones that come in plastic. And I have really good fresh bread I got from the bakery. I think I know what I'm gonna have for dinner now. I'm gonna have to go soon though, everybody. I'm really sorry. I've already been on here for way longer than I thought I was going to be. But I gotta like shower. I gotta clean the apartment. Oh boy, I really gotta clean the apartment. I really wish Yuki would have done the dishes. Damn it, that's okay. I gotta do that. And I gotta wash clothes and blah. So much to do. This is so bad, but I like spending time with you guys because you're like my escape from reality and being an adult. So that's always good. Or we get to talk about our feelings, or talk about our feelings with food. Or something, I don't know. Something. Faxanadu is pretty legit. I have to agree, Eric. I really love that game in terms of like side-scrolling action type RPGs. Like, yeah, I love it. I love it. But you know what? I was a total cheater. I don't remember what it's called, the Magic Shield or something, but I went and I spammed these 2 gargoyles in one of the dungeons, and I just like, I jumped and like, I don't know, like I just ran back and forth like in and out of the room so I could get experience from them. It was horrible. I shouldn't have done it, but I did it in order to get enough experience so I could, or gold, or I don't even know what it was, but I went to go get something very early on in the game so I could make it easier for myself later. And it was so much fun because I sat there for like 2 hours. It was the most OCD thing ever, but it was so great. It was so good. I should do like a let's play of that. Just the gargoyle part. Yeah, Robbie, YouTube is my escape from reality sometimes too. But it's also a way, it's a way to kind of face reality and also realize that you're not alone in whatever kind of hardships you have. You're not alone, and you have so many people around you who are just willing to be there for you. I think that's what it's so great for that, you know. And I like talking about feelings because I don't know, it's kind of comforting to know that there's a lot of people there for you, right? So I guess we are kind of all, like, I don't know, I guess maybe I'm not really running away from reality in that case then, because I'm facing it head on, or observing it maturely, maybe. I don't know, maybe I'm giving myself too much credit here. Oh, good night, Mike. Oh, night. It was really nice seeing you. Thank you so much. My throat hurts. I've been talking for so long. My throat's so dry. Yeah. Yeah, the one where you can buy the wing boots, say their spoon. It's been a while since I played Faxanadu. I definitely want to play again. Your vlog is a way to dissipate stress. Yeah, it is, Dave. I think you're right. Oh, that makes sense, Blank. Thank you for explaining the $1,000 pizza. Lobster tail. Jacob. I'm pretty sure the first rule of P5 is you don't talk about P5. You might be onto something there. Let's eat our feelings away. Eat our feelings away. Yeah, it definitely dissipates stress. That's for sure, Dave. You make a very good point. It's like therapy. Hell, I feel like I'm like in some group therapy when I'm with you guys. Maybe this is why I make it a point to do weekly vlogs as often as I do. It's just the worst, and the thumbnail ends up like, you only have 3 options, and the 3 thumbnails are just the derpiest shots ever, and it's like, this is super meaningful, except my face looks so retarded in this thumbnail. But it's what's inside that counts. Just like when I was talking about how there was a someone on YouTube who was like, oh, your thumbnails are clickbaity. That's why a lot of my friends don't like your channel. It's like, well, what about what's inside? That matters, you know. I was talking about this. I'm not going to go in depth with it, but it's really sad when it's like, I do it to convince myself that I am happy. I am actually happy, and I can smile, and I can like genuinely smile and enjoy life. And it's kind of like me looking at my reflection and being like, I am happy, you know, like verifying that in a way. So yeah, those people can just go fly a kite. That's what I need to say. They can go fly a kite. No, I already told you guys how I felt. I don't want to tell you anymore. I'm tired. Blank, do you listen to Vocaloids? No, I don't. I do not. I'm sure I would like some of it if I did though. I'm not a very, like, I am quite picky actually when it comes to my music. I'm very selective, but I'm sure I would enjoy some of it very much. Shadow Elite, who's Emil? I keep seeing Emil in this chat, but I have no idea. No, I'm not a demoness or a vampire. Rex, don't say that. Emil was a war hero? Okay, alright. I'm not familiar. This live stream is like therapy, but costs me nothing, and I don't get judged by a licensed professional. Yeah. You know, speaking of therapy, I finally got off the wait list for a counselor, and that I've been wanting to go to for a while. It's like a non-for-profit thing. That's why I'm doing it, is because it costs so much to get therapy. And it's kind of exciting. Oh, yeah, from Nier. Thank you. That makes so much more sense now. I just really needed a name to a face. But anyways, yeah, so I finally got off the wait list. So I'm going to have like a phone interview with the counselor to see if I qualify, which I think I do, because like I do have like PTSD symptoms. I have depression that comes and goes and has since I was young. And I have a lot of like just dysfunctional, like just social anxieties and like feelings of inadequacy. As strong as I try to be, it doesn't always cut it, you know, no matter how confident I try and be, it doesn't always cut it. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see. It would be kind of cool to have a counselor, but at the same time, like to actually have like a professional's point of view. But I'll always know that I have you guys here in the weekly vlogs, I think, too. So I think that you guys have offered a lot of help and support. So. Yay! My voice. Oh, what's going on in the chat now? I have 61 people watching. That's awesome. I used to only have like 30, and then it was 50, and now it's 60. That's really incredible. What's going on, everybody? I feel like I'm like not part of the conversation. Like, what's happening? What's happening? Ah, yes, Shadow Elite. Abyss. Abyss is so good. Like Tier is one of my favorites. I'm surprised, actually. I'm really angry at myself for not making Tier one of my top female video game characters. There are definitely some characters that I had to leave out that I just like, oh, I like shake myself about. I'm like, past Erica, why would you do that? But I don't regret any of the ones I picked. It's just I can't do like a top 11. I just can't. I don't have the heart for it. Stefano, Nier. Yes, I do like Nier. I like its unique sense of storytelling. I like how dark it is. I did not like the gameplay, but I like the storytelling aspect of it. So I thought it was super unconventional. Eric, I hear you on all that, Erica. I have issues with anxiety. I was feeling. Oh man, Eric, that's brutal, eh? If you ever need anyone to talk to, you know, I'm just a message away, right? Don't forget that. Don't forget that. It's not easy. I spent a lot of time talking with, like, one of my favorite people to talk to is Aaron, Retro Liberty Aaron. I don't know if he's watching this. I would feel super bashful if he was. But he helped me through a lot of, like, a couple tough times actually, and he's a really great listener and he's a really great person. So if he was able to do that for me, I think I'd be able to do that for you. So if you ever need to talk, I'm always there for you. I'm always there for a lot of you guys, to be honest. Like, if you need me. I like to listen, and I can listen. I know I'm really busy, and I won't always get to your messages right away, but I will try my best to prioritize those, because I want to help. I want to help out. Oh, yeah, lean on me. I love that song. Yeah, depression comes and goes, unfortunately. There's really not much you can do about that. That's Eric, I was actually talking about this earlier, and like how I'm in a really happy state in my life right now, but I'm like so scared of things going wrong. I'm so scared of it. So scared, because this always happens. I always put my guard down and then something really bad happens. And so far nothing bad has happened, and it's really weird. I don't want to sabotage anything for myself, but I'm in a situation where it's like I don't want anything to happen. So I'm just not going to think about it. I'll stay in the present. Erica, it's almost midnight. Yeah, it is almost midnight. Oh my God. Yeah, no problem, Eric. If you ever need anything from me, honestly, I'm not far. I'm not far. Do I watch Let's Play? Stefano, yes. I watch Game Grumps. I really like Game Grumps a lot. That's like my go-to, to be honest. I'm a big fan. I like humor in my Let's Plays, and they definitely offer me that. That's for sure. Things have gotten better for me, but before I used to be so depressed after a lot of people have felt better, but it's a hard thing to learn. Yeah, Benny, you're absolutely right. It's really hard to be able to cut those people out of your life, but you need to surround yourself with people who actually genuinely care about you, and you care back, right? It needs to be a mutual thing. They need to be like some sort of positive influence on your life, and vice versa, right? That's so important. So yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy to have that confidence to be like, no, those people should not be a part of my life, or like this person is negative. They don't actually care about the person who I am. You just have to kind of like work around it and figure out what you really need and what you really want, right? Okay, guys. My throat hurts and I'm hungry and I have so many things to do before I go to bed, and it's almost midnight. So before it turns midnight, or maybe it's gonna turn midnight soon, but I gotta go. I really wish I could stay and chat for longer, but I'm tired. I'm so tired. But thank you so much, honestly. Thank you so much for just tuning in and being a part of this. It's really awesome. So you guys are amazing. I hope all of you have a really good weekend, and I look forward to talking to you again next week. I'm probably going to do another live stream. I might do it on Google Hangouts again, or I'll just switch straight to Twitch. And then I'll make sure that's archived onto YouTube. I'll leave links on Twitter and on Facebook just to let you guys know when that goes up and everything, just like I usually do, and we'll have a fun time. So that's probably going to happen on Saturday or Sunday. So in terms of content, I'm going to try I'm not going to like tell myself what I'm going to be releasing this week. I already told you guys about like some gaming videos I'm going to be doing and unboxings and stuff, so I'll just take it as it comes, right? I have a lot of stuff that I want to get out there, so it's going to be a bit of work, but I think it's going to work out. I think it's going to work out. So, yeah, I hope you all have a good night or a good day or wherever you are. I hope you have a good weekend and everything, and a good Friday. So I'll see you guys later, okay? All right, peace.